Hello everyone, Black for Halo here, coming at you with some Power Wash Sim.
Where do we change our outfits?
Main menu.
Shit.
Yeah,
Alright,
and
well,
I didn't need money for it anyways, just because they're fucking annoying.
blue team!
It's because I'm green, huh?
Oh, it's just the rover.
Oh, welcome to Mars, Astro Washer. Sweet dear God. Spray it. Time to wash me holes.
How do I look?
Splattered. Oh, you can change it.
Wait, how'd you do that?
I don't know if you can buy it. Hit tab to open up, like, no, not tab, escape to hit the menu stuff. You might still be able to access it.
Escape. Oh, clothing. Oh, those are free.
I wonder if I can hit the rover.
That's free.
No, not rover, helicopter thing.
Okay. Does it automatically put it on?
Yep.
No.
Oh. Oh, I thought you have to apply it.
You have to hit E.
Oh.
Huh. Martian footprints. Oh! There's a thing over here.
Oh!
It's a gnome! Yeah.
There we go. There's a gnome?
Yeah, there's a gnome. And a footprint.
Ooh.
Oh, you can clean that. Get off all the space goo. You know that there's like a theory that these things are sentient? Freaky. So what are you doing, Papa?
I'm messing with my audio. And my graphics.
Hatch is clean.
20% depleted oxygen. Hose it down, make it brown. No, if you need to see where more grime is, that's when you hit tab. And R to rotate your knob. So you just have to side.
If you hit C, you can free spray.
Oh yeah, the fucking freeze spray. Cool. I forgot about that. Oh, weird. Currently Popo's at work right now. Not too bad. On the inside of Popo's work.
Somebody just broke in. I'm not sure, man. I don't see nobody there. So I don't think they don't.
Oh, please be 1 through 5.
So how was your day at work?
Ass. The exact reason why I'm doing this. I want to forget about it.
This game has a weird sense of accomplishment, and I kind of hate it.
Yeah. It's a shame I can't get that accomplishment in real life.
It's too expensive to just get this kind of accomplishment.
You're not wrong.
Imagine the water bill.
Gotta look at the audio. Gotta fix that.
This is really loud. I don't know. I saw that one time.
You're a dirty little hole washer, aren't you?
You're a dirty little hole washer. You're my professional ball washer.
There we go.
Ah, you're the underside. Hazard camera. It just gets a sandstorm and we have to redo it. Because we just sprayed it down. Oh, right there. Oh, that was weird. Sensors. I'm not seeing any below. Oh, it might be underneath. Sensors. I don't know, there's so many utensils on this thing. Utensils. I don't think that's the right word.
Utensils.
I don't think that's the right word. Would that be the right word? Utensils.
Utensils. I think the word you are looking for is components.
Components, yeah, that's a lot more accurate, actually. I don't know if...
Wait.
What would be the right component for... Oh,
Got
it's
it.
right there, okay. Nice, we got a little bonus job.
The top
Job
left has like
complete.
a little meter to show you that.
Alright. Well, let's see how this goes. Jesus Christ.
So loud.
I know.
Oh.
We finished the jorb. Huzzah.
I have such an easy key.
Now we gotta clean a little dirty burger mart. Reminds me of the places that I have stuff. God damn. Also, tell me if my fucking thing disconnects. My microphone. Oh, son of a bitch. There it is. Man, it's dirtier in here than Lindsay Lohan. Cheap shot, I know. A parole officer looking for Lindsay Lohan. Oh god, I jumped at the fuck. That was awful. Scared the shit out of me.
Oh. I hate when my computer does that.
What did it do for you?
Sometimes it just does this weird lag bit where it goes really fast and
Oh, yeah.
everything just kind of glitches for a minute.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey, look, that's the sound of money.
The sounds of money. Smells like money, yeah. No, I can't do fucking Fat Albert. I cannot do Fat Albert. I tried. That's one of the few
Hey, hey, hey.
I can't. That was weird. Audio just cut out.
Ah, and it does that sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't, dang.
Oh, did you take the fucking ladder?
Oh, she sprayed me off the ladder.
I realize that this is not the good game to be recording for me. I am
It is-
far too quiet. I'm not.
Yeah,
like,
I
fucking,
noticed
I'm not
that
like
too.
them
I
all. This
tried to make
sucks.
conversation earlier, but nobody answered.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking pull out a fast one that I always get a fucking response out of. Okay, weird question. When it comes to dinosaurs,
Alright, just hit the autism button, shall we?
yeah, 100% the autism
Yes.
button. When it comes to dinosaurs, what top 3 do you think would taste the best?
Okay.
Yes, we're delving in dungeon, aren't
Yes. Okay, no, it's not even delving in dungeon. Specifically, I've had this question for years, and I always use it on people. What dinosaur, like, everybody has a favorite dinosaur, but do you think your favorite dinosaur would taste good?
If, with the right seasoning.
My main thing is, like, you know, Rexes and shit and stuff like that, right? I'm
They're
kind of
related
thinking,
to chickens.
That's what I'm saying. Well, all birds, technically. So it makes
Well,
me wonder.
they're more related to chickens. There was actually some science behind that.
Yeah, there's that whole line of that stuff that I heard about that. Technically, their closest ancestor is the chicken, but that's not saying much considering all theropods.
Descended.
Yeah. But the way that it comes
Shit.
out to, specifically,
Woo!
which ones do you think would actually have a pretty good taste? Like, not have to do too much work? And sure, I get the seasoning thing, but depending, you could probably get a decent amount of stuff with seasoning. Like,
Oh, what
a
is
personal
it?
one I think would taste really good would unironically be the little velociraptors. I feel
Probably.
that it would probably be a bit gamey only because they're hunters, but with also how small they are, there's a decent chance they've only eaten small prey on a very similar caliber to chickens. Like,
You'd want herding animals, to be
What?
honest.
wait, what?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe like trikes.
Oh yeah, trikes. I've always thought
Would be a lot
maybe
like
not,
beef.
maybe not trike. Maybe more.
Oh,
along
what's
lines of
the one with the
hadrosaurs?
weird, funny?
That's what I'm saying. Hadrosaurs. Parasaurs?
Is that the one with the ponytail?
Yes.
Ponytail.
He's talking about Parasaurus fucking honker.
Oh, Parasaurolophus. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying hadrosaurs in general, like iguanodons, edmontos, like all those, like.
Get those. Those
Like
would
I-
probably be along the beefy or
Like,
like
I
deer.
feel like, unironically, I feel like trike.
Those would be on par with cattle.
I feel trike would be rougher, more like rhino. Like, I'm not saying it would be bad, I'm just saying it would definitely have a layer of, like, tough skin, and then under that tough skin you'd probably have some decent, but it'd be very muscly meat. So it tastes very gamey, kind of like bison, I would think. But when it comes to, like,
Have you actually
I-
ate rhino?
I can neither confirm nor deny. I'm joking, no, I've never fucking tried rhino, they're an endangered species. But I have tried buffalo.
He's only tried
I
rhino
have tried buffalo,
pills.
so really, shut the fuck up. No, I have tried buffalo, and buffaloes are like really strong animals. So it's kind of like that's kind of what I'm basing it off of. Kind of like how you know
Oh.
alligators taste like chicken, and you know bird. It kind of makes me
Huh.
wonder because dinosaurs are that type of reptilian to the point of being like bird, like similar to crocs and all that. Like maybe not the same clade, but in that similar notoriety. Do you
Yeah.
think it would just be like? Do you think it'd be more like ostrich or like beef chicken?
May
Like unironically, do you think
I
a
would think
hadrosaur
more
would be
beef
like
chicken.
weird beef chicken?
also think about
Like
it.
this really makes
that-
me think.
Yeah. Well, also think about it. Turtles and crocodilians and alligators, all of them, they actually
They're not
are
too far apart on the.
they are prehistoric creatures.
Yeah.
Because they haven't really changed that much since before. Wow, watching the burger go bing was kind of funny. Look at, but yeah, they're not that far off.
So yeah, that's kind of my only real thing.
And
What's-
since you know
what's
we
a
act,
weird one you
people,
think would probably taste kind of good? I have a feeling, like, unironically,
long necks.
you think long?
The
How much meat do you think you'd get off that thing? Do you think it tastes kind of like elephant poachy, kind of? Or do you think it'd be more, like it'd have tough skin, but then with how much there is on the animal, do you think it'd be like...
very tender inside, probably.
There's gotta be like a thing, because we eat other organs and stuff, right? So you gotta think maybe the liver on this thing, like stuff that would be more on the fattier side inside the animal. Like maybe you might not be able to deal too much with the tough exterior and maybe like under the skin, like at that level. Hell, maybe even the muscles would probably be a bit too much. But
Yeah.
maybe like going after an organ, like having some sauropod
Like
liver. Or
liver.
something, that would-
Yeah.
I could see that being good. I could definitely see that being good. Maybe in a weird way, kind of like how other countries do, like cow tongue, maybe sauropod tongue. With how big of an animal they are, it'd probably be like a really weird, but kind of good delicacy in a weird way.
Probably.
Like I probably wouldn't do it, but you know what I mean. It'd probably be something.
Yeah. Did you know that lobster actually used to be a poor
trash animal.
person food?
Yeah, because the people near the piers and shit would have like a whole thing. It was easier to live near the piers and stuff, but it was like seen as dirty. But now, like this is literally like a part of a listing thing that I saw on not TikTok, but like YouTube Shorts of like, oh, what's some rich things? Oh, what's some poor
Yeah,
people
that's
stuff
what I
that
saw
rich
too.
people ruined? And it's like living near the sea used to be a poor people thing. Having really like seafood used to be a poor people thing, and then now rich people made it so lobsters cost a metric fuck ton.
Yeah.
That's also because they're fucking making all the animals that people go after for like that type of food extinct, but that's neither here nor there, you know.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the
Can't
lobster is immortal.
Here's a weird one. Okay, so we're pretty good and confident that it might be the herbivores that would taste decently good. What do you think, like, I named Velociraptor earlier, because it would be like, because of how small Velociraptors are, they eat like small rodents, animals, maybe
Yeah.
shit the size of cats. But at worst, I think they would also have a decent, like, roughage of bug matter, kind of like chickens. I could very easily see Velociraptors and like the little Velociraptors, the ones that are the size of house cats, having like a chicken taste, just basically fried chicken taste. Maybe turkey at worst. Maybe a little bland, but not too bad.
I feel like they would
Little
just be
dry.
too muscly.
What predator
There's no
do you think-
wasted.
Oh yeah, no, that's kind of how carnivores are in general, but you also gotta think it's not necessarily that it's a carnivore. Like, a lot of the accuracies that they put in, I could see a Velociraptor leg being like a turkey or a chicken. Hell, even a duck leg.
Well, this is the thing. Is the problem with ostriches.
I've never
You
had
can't
duck.
use the legs because there's nothing on them. They're
It's
just
all
too much
muscle.
of a sprinter.
Yeah, they're all muscle. I fully understand that. But raptor, I kind of have a thing, just because of how small they are. Like, usually it's a thing of once the animal gets a certain size, there's like a certain cutoff for it. But it's also a thing of, just because of how small, like, chickens are the size of house cats. Raptors are the size of, like, velociraptors are the size of house cats. So I don't think it would be that bad of a thing to think. It could probably taste good. At least a
Probably.
decent chunk of it. Especially since their arms are more developed than actual, like, chickens, for example. They have claws and stuff. Imagine a raptor wing.
Ooh.
It'd probably just be a bigger,
Be a little
like
thicker,
a
yeah.
bigger, thicker chicken wing. That wouldn't be too bad. I could see that fucking going well, like at Buffalo Wild Wings and shit. Fucking have some barbecue sauce on that motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I could see that working. 100%. Okay, let's go up a little bigger. Fucking... I want to say maybe a Psittacosaurus. Maybe one of those, like,
Taco.
weird... Yeah, taco. it's a taco in a taco, that'd be great. That'd be a fucking great meal, actually. I feel it'd be like, not like chili rellenos, but I feel it would definitely be like a Mexican dish, unironically. Just because it's in a taco, but it's like one of those things of like, they would know how to like fucking stir fry the meat and shit.
Yeah. That's also something to consider is what kind of dish it would be in.
Here's probably one that would also be a thing too. Like, I'm thinking kind of like eating it like steak of like bare bones. Maybe at worst, like have it like a burger where the meat of a specific area is grinded up into something. But at
Yeah.
most, I'm thinking kind of like a steak of like you slice a strip off it and you can eat that. You know what I mean? Like a Velociraptor leg, a Velociraptor wing. That sounds like a pretty good thing. Add some sauce to it, you got wings. But it also makes me think like Gallimimus, for example, like any of the ornithomimids that are basically just ostriches with tails, would just taste like ostrich. I'm very sure they would just end up tasting like ostrich.
Probably.
That's probably an easy one though. One that I think would be really weird if you could get it without parasites and stuff, like because it's a bigger one, and the bigger dinos would probably have a big chance, kind of like how grizzly bears and all them have a chance of running parasites just because of how big of an animal they are. One that I think would oddly taste good would be any Spinosaurid, I think. Like, maybe not
Ooh.
Spinosaurus itself, but like maybe Baryonyx or like Suchomimus meat? Maybe?
Maybe.
I'm unsure because I don't know where to throw this on a thing because I know fishing birds are kind of like on and off. Like, who the fuck wants to eat a pelican? I'm joking, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's kind of what makes me think of like, because seagulls, all of them are like trash birds, but I'm also like grebes and stuff. I'm trying to think of like specifically a very fish-eating bird that we could consider eating without it being like too much for the environment.
Seagulls.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, do you
Seagulls.
think people have actually tried? Well, maybe a booby. Like
Booby?
Yeah, no, like a booby, a puffin.
Yeah.
Seagull.
Oh,
Like,
puffin is actually a delicacy in where, like
Yeah, where they come from.
Yeah, I only know that because of Gordon Ramsay.
Like, that's kind of what I'm like trying to think of. I'm like, because I know it's not really known of, like especially in the Americas, seabirds to be food, because they're seen as dirty, kind of like how lobsters and them work. But I'm like, I can understand seagulls. They're literally raccoons of the sky, you know.
Yeah.
Of, you know that.
No, I think that would be more the pelicans because those fuckers will just stick anything in their mouth.
Yeah, you saw them eat pigeons. Then again, people eat pigeons too.
One trying to eat a capybara.
Then again, people do eat pigeons too. They eat like little doves and shit. Hell, a pigeon that's been raised right, like with only birdseed and shit, still tastes pretty good. I can see that still being good. Makes me think. I'm like, But it makes me wonder specifically seabirds or anything that eats, like, you know, primarily fishers. I wonder how that would be, like, a secondary carnivore. Because if the Spinosaurus is eating, like, sawfish, fucking big fish like that, or Baryonyx and them, they're eating, like, very large river fish. That makes me wonder how they themselves would taste being a secondary predator. Because you also gotta assume these are big fish, too. And big fish get dirtier with time as well, kind of in a similar way. Like a giant sturgeon tastes like dog shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least I can assume, only because of them being so big. Can't really
That
confirm
skylight
myself.
just won't get clean.
You're not wrong.
Probably on the outside.
Maybe.
Truck door.
But yeah, it makes me wonder.
Be fun to try.
Alright, now how do you think a Rex would taste?
That one would definitely be like very meaty.
Very meaty. I feel it will also be very gamey, but I feel like they have enough of a thing of needing a fat deposit thing. I could see Rex ribs like being a good seller.
Probably.
Hell, I could even see you eating like a Rex arm. You know what I mean? Like one of those big fucking beefy Rex arms.
Yeah.
That'd be the size of a whole turkey on its own. Now for maybe, you know, maybe the non-dinosaurs. What type of pteranodon do you think would probably have a weird taste? I know they all kind of like cover a base, but is there anything that catches your eye that you would probably want to try and pick at? I feel I would want to try
Quetz.
Tapajara. Ooh, Quetzal bait. That'd be kind of nuts. I feel Tapajara because they are... I don't know if it's fully confirmed. I've heard that in studies they have like seed and plant matter stuff in them. So I'm like, ooh, a Tapajara is like a plant-eating bird, kind of. So I'm
Yeah.
like, well, plant eater, but it seems like it was an omnivore of like ate whatever it could get, sort of thing. So I'm like, maybe a Tapajara probably wouldn't taste that bad. It'd probably be very gamey because they'd be thin and not like actual birds. It'd be like trying to eat a real bird, where they're like mainly muscle just to keep themselves alive.
Where do you be hiding?
I have no idea where this mark could be.
Oh, God.
Yeah, just go around and hit tab.
Oh, headlight.
Mirror. Yeah!
Yeah!
Okay, let's watch how this went. God damn. This is me on the inside for a while there.
Can you stop? I'm trying to watch the thing and you're lagging me.
What thing? Where?
What's lagging?
Or her spraying me lags me.
Oh, that was Star.
What are y'all watching?
Oh, hit escape.
The preview.
It zooms through
Oh!
the cleaning thing. Yeah, I thought you did it last time. Yeah, this is what
Oh.
we watched to see that we did it. Yeah.
That's
It's really
cool.
Okay, I have one more thing to ask. Well, I'll wait until we get into the next one. Confirm.
He kept headshotting you.
Please don't spray me. When you spray me, I lag.
I'm sorry. I'll stop. For you specifically.
Okay. Sorry, I had to get a drink there for a sec.
You're fine.
But yeah, I think Tapajara
Cracking
would be
a
a
cold
pretty
one.
good... Me cracking open a cold one with the boys.
Yes.
Me
Actually,
Crazy, I
this is
opened
my
a
day
can of
off.
wa-
I should
Me
take
cracking
have
open
some
a
wine.
cold boy with the ones. I love that one because when I originally first saw that, it was like on Facebook, but it's like a joke of, oh, this dude's fucking whipping out a fucking corpse to eat with an eldritch god. Me
Oh my
cracking
God.
open a cold boy with the ones. He's a fucking, it's a sacrificial corpse to the
Why
fucking
does it
eldritch
sound
beings.
like stepping on mud? Oh, hey, how's my outfit look?
You
Popo's
have
pink.
not changed it. Open.
You gotta change it every time.
Oh, you do?
Oh.
do I?
Okay.
Nope, that's
I
me.
should hit.
Yeah, Christmassy.
Yeah.
Christmassy.
It was the free one. Ah.
I hate it. I hate that this generation
I
is,
have
like,
that
ruined.
because it's on my birthday's in December.
Understandable.
I would be a Mechanicus right now if that was an available outfit.
God, I would too. So, okay, so when it came to like Pteranodons and stuff, did you see, Star? I think I sent you this one. Did you see that one about the Pteranodon with like the thumbs that had like monkey hands?
You
I
did
think-
send that
I
to
think
me.
I sent that to you a while back. That one deeply intrigues me because I'm like, I love the idea of it being able to latch on. It's like, getting really close to like dragons here. Of like it has a fully usable hand attached to its wing. I love that.
Yes. All the way. Ow! Cat!
Eh.
She was stretched from her sleepy nap and really hurt my arm.
Understandable completely.
How are we supposed to get up to that?
Ladder.
Ladder.
We have a ladder right here. Oh, no.
I want to see if I could climb without it.
Honestly, yeah, see, I'll fucking take the easy way out. Like a bitch.
Oh God, every
Oh,
time
there's
I
like-
click the ladder,
Wow,
it
you
Caitlin
actually made
crouches
it.
me.
How do I... Oh, I can't jump the ladder. There we go.
God damn it.
Nuts.
That's so annoying.
The ladder.
When every time you pick up the ladder, it uncrouches me.
Oh yeah. They still haven't fixed that? That's been a problem for years.
No, they're never gonna fix it. I don't think it was
I think
intended.
they gave up on this game after a while.
I mean, they're
Well,
just
I mean,
putting
they're
out
still making-
content. They're just.
Yeah, they're still making content.
I think it's not a concern for them.
I guess not.
It's something so small that it'd have to.
Okay, yeah, so Quetzal, Tapajara, like any of those, like, odd ones. Maybe let's try another non-dinosaur. Plesiosaurs or Ichthyosaurs? How do you think those would fare? Maybe a Mosa, maybe a long-neck Plesiosaur? Hell, a Liopleurodon even?
I feel like that would probably be along the lines of
Do you think
seafood.
do you think? I feel it would be more along the lines of like whale. Like maybe not so much on the whale end. Maybe like kind of like eating. That's weird. Yeah, fucking a lizard dolphin. Because dolphins are mammals, but then the ichthyosaur, for example, being very lizard-like, and all of them were kind of just, you know, lizards. So I'm like, how would that be,
Lizard
actually?
birds.
Kinda? Like, lizard seafood? Like I feel like a
Something like-
mosa.
Maybe
definitely
a tough.
definitely
Maybe
a mosa
tough,
would be
but
like
it tastes
whale-like
like
and have like a
seafood.
lot of like fat on it, so it'd be blubbery.
Yeah.
I could see a
I
decent
feel
amount
like-
of them having blubber, like fat.
Yeah. I could definitely see like them having a more tough texture, but being more fishy in flavor.
I could see that kind of like based off of what they eat off of.
Yeah.
One would actually taste good just because I like calamari and ammonite. Like, you know,
Yeah,
fucking just pop open one
I
of those
never had
fucking
it
shells.
until you, and yeah, that stuff is actually pretty good.
Like, I can imagine that because it's like all the good of like. I was gonna be racist towards French people for a second there. I was gonna say, oh, you could be.
Remember,
I was
you're
gonna say,
recording.
oh, you could be a stinky Frenchman and grab yourself some food, but no. It was gonna be a thing of. I was basically gonna say you could do the whole snail like escargot thing because it had that big
Oh.
shell, but it'd also be like you know how people cook those big like snails.
I did not know people ate snails. I knew
Oh,
the
they
French
do.
ate frogs.
Well, there's that probably, but no, those
Ew.
giant. I'm trying to think. They're sea snails.
My family
Abalone?
tried to get me to eat this, was it frog legs once?
Yeah.
I was not
the f-
for it.
Well, here's the thing. The thing with these snails is that they're called like.
Gotta get behind the ears.
They're called abalones, and they're basically just like a big puck of meat when you just fish them out of a shell.
I've had,
If you had
what's it
oyster,
called?
it's pretty much the same, just a little tougher and chewier.
Oh, that's worse.
No, that actually makes it better because it's
No.
not the gross watery.
See, okay, I don't like oysters because it's like eating a booger.
That's what
Right.
I'm
I mean,
saying.
it could be worse because schluck and clams.
That's basically what I'm saying. It's not that part of the. It has the taste, but it's not the. It's not the booger. I would say it would be. How do I put this? It would be closer to. Okay, have you ever had scallion potatoes?
Yes.
Scallops.
i.e. where scallops, yeah, or scallions or whatever. Basically, where they're basically just cut up into a puck.
Yeah.
Imagine the chewiness and consistency of that, but it tastes like mollusks, tastes like oysters. It seems a
Oh.
lot less bad when it's the thing of like that. Because I do understand what you're talking about the booger thing. It's just a big.
Yeah, I had it once a long time
it's
ago,
just a
and
big
I'll never do
glorify.
it
I
again.
would not be down for it. But I feel like you would enjoy abalone because it has all the good taste of oyster without the texture effect that would fuck with us autistic people. You know what I mean? 'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah, that is the texture fucks it up for me too. Like if it was tougher.
And yet, I could really go for a calamari.
Yeah,
Davey,
that's
all
because
this
it's just
food talk
chewy.
is actually making me hungry.
No, 100%. This is also a part of this. If you're enjoying this, go ahead and get yourself some food. We're gonna be here in a sec.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so. But yeah, that makes me think, like, you would have, like, a mix of calamari as well as a shucked, tough snail. Because it'd basically be, like, all that inside the shell would be, like, the scallion potatoes, but it would just have the taste of seawater. But then the tentacles would be connected to it. It'd be like a fucking bloomin' onion, where it's all, like, connected. You rip a tentacle off and dip it. I could totally see them doing that. And the factor of the shells more than likely had mother of pearl in them. Like, you know, that thing that makes the pearls shiny and white and rainbowy.
Yeah.
So, like, imagine you just, like, come out of a restaurant, you just see basically calamari tentacles being served to you in a very shiny, fucking polished seashell. And that's how it, like, shows it to you.
Kind of like how the, what is it, Asian street food videos?
Yeah, or like Gordon Ramsay. Like, fancy food is always, like, set up to, like, look really good. Like, it would be served inside the shell. Because they do that
Where is
with...
this rock still dirty?
I have been failing miserably.
It's under here.
Okay, Another weird one. I know we're kind of still stuck on a few stuff. Do you think
Dinosaurs.
trilobites would taste good? Or do you think they'd be too chitinous and bony? Like, do you think they'd be more like lobster? Do you feel that they would be more like...
I mean,
I guess, like,
if you go into
I
like,
don't think they would have a lot of meat.
if you go into like Chinese cuisine, they'd probably be more prevalent.
I feel it would kind of be
Just
like
'cause
those
they-
people that roast and fry grasshoppers. Just because it doesn't have a lot of meat,
Ew.
but you're mainly eating them for the crunch.
Well, not only that, but you're
Like,
probably
I know it sounds
there
gross,
to
Star,
suck
but
on the bone.
people eat these.
Like, it's actually-
I'm also just trying to give an example because
Oh, yeah.
I have eaten
It's surprisingly common within Chinese cuisine to like suckle on the fish bones,
I mean, that's normal because the
and that
fish bones
counts
have
as a
marrow in
meal.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
also calcium. But that's kind of what makes me wonder, do you think a trilobite would have more of a lobstery, crabby-ish? Because obviously it's a crustacean of some sort. But what do you think, Popo? Because
Mm.
I think you would probably know a bit of this, because you would also know, like how I do, of like, quite literally eating bugs, but not eating bugs. You think it'd be kind of
It just depends. There are quite a few bugs that you can't eat, period, just because there's no way to detoxify them.
You're not wrong, but let's go with the idea of this is a non-toxic trilobite because, like, it's the bottom of the food chain. Everything ate trilobites. Like, let's say that poison had not yet evolved, like, for that,
Well,
like, toxic. I mean,
Well, not even the poison. It's a matter of parasitics as well.
like it having parasites.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Insects are a high amount carriers of. Insects are just as bad carriers of parasites.
That's kind of the whole thing. If you fried and purge them, it's just like lobsters. That's kind of what I'm saying. You could probably purge a trilobite the same way you do, like, seafood.
I can't see a single spot that could have been missed.
Oh, it's all over the rock. Hit tab. It's all over the rock. There's just like small speckles that are fucking nowhere. Yeah, you see those? Yeah, I'm like, really? It looks yeah, it looked flawless to me too. I see what you're talking about. Fucking rock. Gotta go with a little higher pressure, I guess. There we go. Annoying,
Took
but
long enough.
worth it. Still gotta go around the ring. Goddamn.
I like how me and Halo had the same thought of work from the top and go down.
I mean, yeah. Start off small.
And then Popo's just down there.
I mean, as you can see, I'm making progress.
True.
I'm gonna clean off
I made a lot of
domes
progress.
above before we hop down.
Oh, good idea.
Just get their top sides, that way you don't have to climb up on them. Me pissing off the fucking mountain. Okay. Kinda moving back onto the food topic, but slightly on a weird off tangent. Since we covered like some of the weird oddities and stuff. Do you think the mammalian dinos, the mammalian like lizards, like synapsids for example, would have a flavor to them? Like the Metrodon, for example. The ones that are like our oldest like known ancestor sort of thing? The ones with sail?
Probably?
Because they're more
Yeah, we're
they're
related
like-
to that?
Yeah, they're mammals.
That's awesome.
Like the only reason that that's a very general term, but like technically yes, because it's like a thing of those were like the mammals before mammals, so they're
Well, Star.
they're part of the thing that
Star.
evolved into mammals. Is what
You want to know something even crazier?
technically we're all fish.
No, we're more commonly related to mushrooms than we are plants.
Oh yeah, I know that.
I thought it was a thing of mushrooms have a bigger genome than we do, while we're closer relatives to flatworms.
Ew.
Actual thing?
No, in fact, they did a study. We have a higher relationship and like gene sharing pool with mushrooms than any other species.
That's just gross.
So if you've ever wondered why mushrooms
Kinda
taste like
weird.
meat,
Kind of weird thing. Also, feel free to fucking correct us. in the
Probably
fucking
why I don't
comments.
like. Yeah. Probably why I don't like mushrooms.
but it's kind of crazy though how we have. Just take like a potato for example, a very common starch plant. We have less relationship with that, like distance comparatively, than what is it? Oh, my brain's shutting off. I don't know.
Ha ha ha.
My thought was gonna go somewhere, but
It happens.
Happens to him more than us, but yes.
I was
So-
distracted by the
So
red
after
dirt.
what we have talked about, after just a little bit more thought and like maybe being able to come back to it, what would you want to try most, dinosaurs wise, herbivore dinosaur wise? What do you think you would want to try most, and what do you think would taste the best that you could try right off the bat and be pretty sure it tastes good?
A galley.
I feel a parasaur would taste pretty good.
I'd be down for a trike.
I'd be down for a parasaur.
I feel like a galley would be just the go-to
Ostrich.
because it is.
Because you can already if you're familiar with ostrich, then you'd probably be pretty safe going with galley. Everything else would kind of be a toss-up. But I feel like I could put my trust in a fucking parasaur, especially if it's raised like a cow. You know, they are herd animals. You could give it a fuck ton of feed and make them fat, so you could totally do a thing. And with trike, I feel that they would be good, just a bit too dangerous, though. But once it's already dead and good, I feel like it would be good meat.
I mean, if you have them herded up like cattle,
It'd
I
be
mean,
like
they
buffalo,
get
yeah.
they can
They'd-
handle
they'd
yeah
probably
they
be
can handle
strong, but-
bulls.
Yeah. What carnivore do you think you'd want to eat? Or at least try? Could be a big one, could be a small one. I'm pretty sure that raptor would just be like turkey or chicken, so I feel like I'd want to taste something different and like genuine, so I wouldn't go with raptor myself. I'd probably want to try some sort of Spinosaurid. Nothing in particular, maybe Spino if I could get a hold of it, but it would be a thing of like, just any of the Spinosaurid class, I would want to try them.
I wonder if they would do the thing like
Hey, look, I
shark fin
wrote.
soup.
Oh. Ha!
Do you think they would do like something like shark fin soup with, say, like Spino sails?
Oh no,
No.
that would probably be, no, because that's not cartilage, that's bone. So I don't think it'd be like, they would 100% do a thing of like the animal fucking, what's it, like the poaching trade
Animals
with like
fucking?
parts? Like the poaching trade and stuff, like ivory, like for elephant tusks and stuff.
God, that's
I
a
could
whole
s-
nother
I could
topic.
I could see them doing that with Spino. But I feel it would more so be a thing of, I kind of feel like Spino would also kind of just end up being gator. Just because they live, well, not lived, but they were in, like, ancient Egypt? Like, not during ancient Egypt, but they lived in the area
But they live
of
in like
Egypt and
swamps and
Africa.
stuff.
Back
Yeah.
when
They'd be
it was,
crocos.
like, yeah, it'd probably be like swampy. So they probably end up tasting like chicken too, ironically, but that's what makes me wonder if they're like primarily fish eaters, and a lot of like just anything smaller than them. That makes me wonder. But yeah, I'd say Spinosaurid of some sort, whether it be baryonyx, Spinosaurus itself, something like that. I feel like a Spinosaurid would be a pretty good thing to taste test. What predators do y'all think y'all would go for?
Piggy, would you like to answer first?
No, I'm having a moment.
Excuse me. Any predators
I'm
that
kind of
kinda,
just
like,
locked
catch
in at the
your eye?
moment.
I'm not sure.
My biggest thing is that I kind of know that predatory animals have a distinct taste to them, only because it's like a thing of, like bears, for example. Like, you're not supposed to eat the fucking big, like the apex, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's also like makes you think, what would they taste like just because they're so different? I don't know.
The only one that it keeps coming to mind for me is a Rex.
Yeah, that's completely fine. I'll admit it's generic, but that's just as good a choice as any of them.
Well,
Like,
mostly
what-
because
like,
of how
what do you think?
big, chunky, and muscly.
Like, I'm pretty sure a leg would probably be good. What do you think would be a really weird but interesting part to taste on a Rex?
I feel like it'd probably be similar to
Unironically, I feel like
I've never
you could
had
get a
it,
good
but, like,
chunk of
maybe
meat
veal.
flank. I feel you could
Hold
get a
on.
very easy meat chunk flank off of its jaw. Like, imagine getting a cheek pad. I feel like a cheek pad could be a really good thing off of a Rex.
No, you're gonna think I'm weird for this, but what are the odds and possibilities? Like, in some regions, there are cuisines like bull penis and testicles.
Oh, yeah, now we're getting into
Ah.
the fucking soup of this. Okay, so, like,
Rocky Mountain oysters.
crocodile penis. So, we're talking about dicks.
Would you eat that? All I'm saying is, would you eat cooked parasaur
No.
vagina?
Parasaur of it, like cow pussy? You mean like the edible cow pussy that they take out? Yeah.
Yeah,
don't-
would you eat
I don't
it?
know if
No.
I don't know if I would eat that myself. That would definitely be a part of the animal that you would have to question whether or not to eat it. That'd definitely be a question. That's definitely
Morals
a question.
aside, would you? Would,
No,
would
not
you
even
think it
moral
would-
side. It's just like a thing of whether you would want to, because it's just the thought of it. Like Rocky Mountain oysters, for example. When you know what they are, you kind of
I ain't touching those.
exactly. That also kind of makes me wonder Because, like, what if, for example, Spinosaurs have corkscrew dicks with barbs on them?
Oh my
Like
god.
ducks. That's horrifying.
Very.
Like,
But it
all
also
I'm
makes me
saying
think.
is, would you go down the route of studying dinosaur anatomy if you had the chance? That's all I'm asking.
I'm very sure. I'm
Sure.
very. I'm very
Sure.
sure. I'm very sure that fucking bull penis and stuff, it would be very equivalent with hadrosaur and probably triceratops.
Like,
Not
it's,
gonna
it's
lie.
a genuine,
Like maybe
it's a genuine
like,
question.
It might not have been their gonads, but like at least the dicks, because if like the like obviously, I don't even know if obviously. Mainly just because of how dinosaurs are, the cloaca stuff. I don't think they actually. Well, they obviously have testicles somehow, but it's like gonads sort of thing. So it kind of makes you wonder: do you want to fish out the gonads of the fucking?
Do you want to eat
Right.
T-Rex testicles? Is what I'm asking.
I don't know if
No.
I would touch that part, but it would definitely be a questionable thing of like, maybe someday, but I don't think I would personally. I don't know if I could Rocky Mountain oysters them.
Crack them open and slurp.
No!
Oh.
Popo! Why did I actually think you would
Nasty.
kind of go down that route, though?
Well, if I was hungry enough.
I feel like him and Dis would be the only ones to actually do it.
Alright, so... That's ironically funny.
Look, I stand by the notion of try something once.
Try
Whoops.
everything once, yeah, I'm kind of that same mindset too, but I'm like...
Look, I
maybe
have
not my
that
first
same-
time around.
before.
I have that same motto too. If you try it and you don't like it, you never eat it again.
Like, here's the
But
thing, you can't tell me that it's... I would probably try it, but you can't tell me what it is. Like, I'll be honest with you, you could probably give it to me and I would try it once, but you cannot tell me what it is. I have to go in blind and I would probably...
Me taking
I
Halo
probably
to an
would. Here's
Armenian
the thing,
restaurant. And
like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I probably would. And it probably wouldn't even be that bad. You just could not tell me what it is. I think
I would
Same.
take you to an
Star, you have a
Armenian
very
restaurant
similar
just to
thing
like
go
going.
I
with
have
stuff.
the
You'd probably
yeah,
be
it's
down
a
for it,
rule for
but
me.
just
If
don't
I
tell
like
me.
it and it's something you know I won't like, you're not allowed to tell me.
Yeah,
That is a
don't
rule
tell
that
me.
I have with my husband.
God, I'm gonna take you to an Armenian or Moroccan place for the weird food.
No.
Specifically, that already has a bad vibe. 'Cause the way
No,
you're
the food's
talking
really
it up,
good.
I know, but the way you're talking it
But
up,
they
you
have
said
some
it
weird
has
stuff.
stuff in it.
Yeah.
Now, me, it was a thing of calamari. I was like, just like, oh yeah, it's like chewy fucking onion ring sticks, stuff like that.
Yeah, they were good.
All I'm saying is, it's kind of weird that you'll eat raw squid, but you won't eat.
It's not raw, dumbass.
It's not raw, it's
It's
deep
fried.
fried. Fuck.
I mean, I would too. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would eat raw squid. I'm not gonna lie, I'd eat raw squid and octopus. I'd at least have to make sure that they're fucking dead, but I would be down.
Did you know you can eat a raw octopus? Or not raw, but live octopus?
Yeah, have you
Yeah.
seen the thing of the dancing octopus platter? Well, dancing
Oh, no, I
squid
mean,
platter,
like-
where they chop that motherfucker up in front of you and it's still live, and then they pour soy sauce on it and it wiggles.
It wiggles again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I saw
dances.
that.
Yeah, that's a bit rough on me. I probably wouldn't be able to like
I
look
was
at it for a
thinking
sec,
more-
but
I
the moment
think-
it stops moving, I think I'd be okay with it.
I don't remember what show it was, but a long time ago, I saw this show where, it's like NCIS or CSI or something, where
God, I'm
they
not listening.
somebody had died with a live octopus, like a whole octopus,
Oh yeah,
where
those things
it's
will
like
shut up your throat because their suckers are able to grab even slippery objects. So it
Yeah.
being inside your throat,
But
they can close.
the reason why, like, it was an edible delicacy, which you could do in this certain restaurant, is because it's tied up a certain way on the chopsticks, so that
Oh, it's like
it
wrapped
doesn't
around it like a
actually.
stick.
Yeah, it's wrapped around the stick, and then you swallow it. Its dome first,
Ooh.
and so it kind of can't get a grip on with the suckers.
I fully understand that, but yeah.
That's what I was thinking more of.
Man, when the food fights back.
You know, I've been kind of hooked on this guy. What's his? Oh, I can't tell you. Fucking, there's
Wait,
this
wait,
guy
what?
that
You
I've
just had a
seen.
conversation with yourself right there. What?
No, I'm just like no, I said I can't tell y'all because I don't remember it. But I'm saying there's this guy that I used to
Oh.
watch on Facebook, and that also has YouTube videos. And like normally, I'm a fucking big stickler of I fucking hate mukbangs, just because they're wasteful with the food. Nikocato's I probably can't say what I
There's a
actually
whole
want to say
bunch of
about him, but
There's
yeah.
a whole bunch of drama with like going on in that community
Oh
or
no,
something like that.
no, it has nothing to do with drama and stuff. I just don't appreciate people wasting food and being fat shits like that. You know what I mean? Like
Oh.
it's unhealthy. I don't appreciate it. But what this dude did, I like because he's a fisherman. Like you know, he caught all this himself, and actually like fucking puts it together. He would do the fucking like he was like a Chinese fisherman. He'd do the adarimasu fucking thing, and then what he would do would he would open up a big he would open up like a big tub of like be a big metal tub of like stuff that he caught for the day. So he'd have like razor clams, octopi, maybe a big
When you-
crab or lobster in there. And what he would do is he would add like this big fucking chili soy sauce stuff on it, and
Oh.
a lot of water heated up.
Halo.
And they would still be alive because he had just caught them. But then he would do a quick flip real quick. And basically what he would do would be... Oh, bro, please don't show me videos. I'm recording right now. But anyways.
No, I was gonna say, when you said Chinese fisherman, all I thought was that Japanese guy standing like knee deep in the
God
water
damn it.
and just
Yeah,
yelling
he,
at you. You
dude,
could
he
do
looks
it.
like that
You're
too.
great.
Yeah, he has like the overalls and stuff. He looks like he works like actual like those fields and stuff, like for the oysters and clams and shit. But the way he would do it, it always looked like he was done with a long day's work and it was having a big fucking like that's his dinner and stuff. I'm like, you know what? I can appreciate this. So you'd see
Yeah.
these big ass pieces of octopi and stuff. He'd like take a bite out of the head of it, be all fucking chewy and stuff, and then he'd like slightly squeeze the octopi and it'd show you that, oh, this one was a female, this one had a fuck ton of eggs in it. And he'd be like, oh, fucking, this comes with like caviar and stuff in it. I'm like, that's fucking sick. I would love to try that. Like, the way he was just genuinely enjoying his like meal after a long day of work just made it like 10 times better of like, ooh, I want to have me some of that.
All I'm saying is caviar is just Orbeez but edible.
I mean, eh. But like, yeah, he had like octopus eggs in there, fucking stuff like that. But then like the whole thing of like just shooting out the razor clams and stuff, and the big crab legs that he'd just be like cracking right off the thing. I was addicted to those for a bit, but then I was like, I really gotta stop this because I was getting stuck into like short form content and it was ruining my fucking.
Attention
Algorithm.
span.
Yeah, I literally. That's ironic. I lost the word for attention span because of my ADHD. But yeah, exactly. You
God.
see what I mean? Like, that's the shit that I fucking hate about, like, short form content, YouTube shorts, stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
you get addicted to it. It's really hard to get off of it, too. Like, you'll be flipping and little did you know it's a fucking hour.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
why I
content
had to
like this,
get rid of
where
TikTok
you talk
because-
and do stuff. Honestly, I
Yeah.
appreciated them, like, cracking down on TikTok. I'm like, sure, I fucking get it, people losing their jobs and shit, but I'm like, just start making fucking actual YouTube videos, quit being a fucking pussy about it. Like, actually do stuff, and don't only do short-form content, because I know short-form content, it's easy, but it's, like, what I like and what a lot of people like to say about, for example, Big Bang Theory. I like Big Bang Theory, but it's like a bag of potato chips, TV-wise, of it's good, but it's not filling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's certain TV
It's
shows
great.
you'd be like,
It
it's
tastes
like
great.
it's like
The
a bag
idea of
potato
it's
chips.
great, but it's not great.
No, it's good. It's the entirety of it's good. It's just the thing of it's not filling is the only thing that like messes it up for me. And that's basically what short form content is, especially when it's a thing of, oh, you go on somebody's YouTube channel, they only have shorts and they don't have any actual videos of like longer versions of the videos of the shorts that they're making. Like this one is like this fucking dude made videos on this game that I've been watching, and it's like, oh, you want to watch more of it? Come on my channel. He only has fucking shorts and has like fucking less than a minute videos of the fucking game because it's like pre-alpha. I'm like, motherfucker, you should have just made a video out of this and fucking made it actually digestible instead of it just being trying to get clicks and money.
You know what I hate?
If I want to watch the
It-
next thing, I have to find the next episode.
The thing that I hate the most out of all of this is the stupid, like, all these channels and stuff that specifically, go, like, do some robotic voiceover of movies or people's hard-worked animations.
Oh,
like-
don't even get me started on those. It's so easy to make a AI farm channel. Like, we could grab some of my videos and just take my voice and then have ChatGPT make out a script for me.
Well,
and
not
have
just
it
that, but I
fucking
mean,
say
like, people
stuff.
actually are taking over the stupid movie. Like, they'll get clips from a movie and they give a summary about it, right?
Oh yeah,
But it's
like
through
boy,
those
boy
TikTok
goes
voices.
missing. It does the thing of like boy goes missing overnight.
The moms
And it was fucking like
grab
ET
this
or
book
something.
and da 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 da.
It's
And
like
yeah, it's
they
just-
never tell you the fucking name of the thing. It's like it's fucking ET, but you have to go to the comments to see it, and it's always engagement. It's
But
so
not just that,
fucking-
but it's like whenever they do it to people's animations, like
Oh,
there was
yeah.
a couple of animations that I've seen in the past that were done in like college submissions or something
yeah,
like that, right?
the color submissions for their final thing so they can get a grade.
Yeah.
Like those cool
and-
CGI alien ones and stuff where they're like on a planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those ones.
And they just they do the voiceover thing for that. And
Or they do it with anime.
it's like
too.
and like for one specifically that don't have words to it because the music's supposed to give
Hey, Popo, can you
the
spray some-
the
can you
emotions
spray
and everything
these,
for you.
your little things for me? Thank you.
Like it's just it's ruining the art.
Because it doesn't. Oh yeah, it's like the fucking thing of whenever a AI or voice channel like that finds the work and repost it, but they
Yes.
don't link back to the original thing, so you could be like, oh, I want to see more from these people. They never fucking link it either.
Or you want
I-
to support the original because you're
I
really mad about
ironically-
the other one.
Exactly.
I ironically will somewhat defend some of them, but it's only they're like the Reddit story ones. Like I listen to
Yeah,
a
I
lot
don't
of the
care about
sci-fi
those.
ones.
No, yeah,
doesn't
no, not
apply.
the Reddit
But we're
stories.
talking
I'm
about,
saying
like, the
specifically like
visuals.
college. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the
college
visual
stuff.
ones are all.
Like when you take away the visuals and you're adding bullshit over it for just like for a quick cat grab.
Like for the fucking people that
That's how I've
worked
watched the
so
entirety
damn
of movies
hard.
and stuff, basically. Like even outside of movies, that's how I've watched the
Well,
entire like.
that's all
movie.
because of TikTok.
Because yeah,
I know that's what
it's like
we're
it's
talking
like a
about.
we're saying short form content in general, like YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Shorts on Facebook. They all have this exact same thing, and they all do it. They all do it. I fucking hate it.
And it ruins some of the hard work stuff that people do because it takes the credit away from them. It gives all of the money away from the person that actually worked their ass off to make that animation,
Yeah.
to make that awesome grade in school. It's like nobody has respect for anybody
anymore, no.
anymore.
No, not anybody. Yeah, no.
Like fuck.
Yeah, this place is rolling into fucking human problem.
It's just so frustrating to try to be positive in this world.
You are
And
telling me-
usually when I go down this rabbit hole, I go bad, and James fights me on it because we're trying to not have me on that rabbit hole.
Alright, Star, I think we're at the point where it's time for us to
There's
hop down.
itty bitty.
I'm gonna
dots
hop down you for
everywhere.
I fully understand. But yeah, I
But,
fully get what you mean. Fucking, I kind of hate short form content for a very similar thing. Like, everybody makes the joke of, oh, skibbity toilet, fucking Riz, all the bullshit. Like, like I get those
Skibidi
memes and
Toilet
stuff.
at least is having some kind of underlying story to it, as weird
Yeah,
as it is.
but it's also a thing of like, this short form content is reaching to our kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
that's the
you
big
want.
problem that I have with
Oh
it, is
god, that
that
just reminded me.
short-form content.
You know how there was that whole thing with like the joke going around like, oh yeah, Skibidi Toilet's actually suing for the rights.
Yeah, the game.
Turns out that was
Gmod.
real.
Yes, that's real. That's Michael Bay.
Michael Bay did what now?
Michael Bay is doing something with Skibidi Toilet.
The movie's actually fucking real?
Yes. Oh yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah, you saw the meme. Yeah, that's real.
No, James told me about it, but I didn't believe
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, me neither. Nobody did.
Yeah, but the funny part is they
Aw.
tried to DMC, like they tried to sue Gmod.
Or no, it was a cease and desist, so they couldn't like keep using the assets, so they could have a specific thing going on.
Meanwhile, Gmod's like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It's ours.
This is ours
So now they
first.
can't do the movie anymore.
Yeah.
Because that's what they literally gave them the cease and desist.
Because those are all Valve characters. Yeah.
Those are all
Literally
Gmod
Gmod.
assets.
But yeah, fucking.
When you have
No, you
Big
see,
Daddy
we actually
David
got a
behind
good
you,
tangent going because of all that fucking stuff.
Yes.
I still want to. You know what I want to do this, and this is a D&D rant. I'm just switching topics here now because I want to.
Fair
I
enough.
want to do. I feel like I could do the Alien Isolation RPG.
Yeah, I feel you could too. Because you'd be running it and wouldn't have to deal with it.
Yeah, that's what everybody else has said, but I still have to deal with it.
Well, you have to look at them for the stats and stat blocks and shit, yeah.
I can always censor some of that stuff. I just need the core book, and I'll think I'll be good.
You're not wrong.
But it's like, if you can find it for me in your little
Oh yeah, I don't think I have...
backlogs.
Well, the Trove doesn't exist anymore, but I feel I could find something.
Like, if you can give
I'm
me the
still-
core book, I have a lot of
I'm
like
still
the
waiting- I'm still
pre-made
waiting
stuff
on
on
the fucking
tabletop.
new D&D books.
Alright.
I still gotta go through my D&D cookbook.
Dude, I have both of them.
Oh my god, I have
actually-
them both too.
I actually made the sweet yam potatoes with the orange sauce.
They're delicious, aren't they?
I wanted to instantly nut. My family loved it too. Not the
Wait,
nut,
the-
the orange.
Okay, yeah.
That's great.
Sweet
But no,
home Alabama.
But no, it was basically Star. It's a thing of imagine sweet potatoes, but
I don't like
they,
sweet potatoes.
Aw, not even sweet potato fries.
Nope.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You're from Texas. Well, you're in Texas.
I'm from Colorado.
True, but still,
I'm
come
autistic.
on. Is it the fact that it's sweet?
It's... I don't know. I just never really enjoyed it.
Well, basically.
Even
basically
James is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, basically imagine sweet potatoes, but they're made like orange chicken.
Oh.
Like you're
Okay,
adding
that doesn't
sweet on
sound
top
that
of sweet.
bad.
Like the sweetness of the sweet potato is kind of overridden by the orangey, but it's like a tart orange. More like
Mm.
mandarin, very tart. I think that's actually a part of the tart recipe too, the fucking orange stuff. Like the orange sauce can be made for like tarts. God damn, I'm giving myself a fucking back of the head headache just thinking about this, making like thinking of food.
I wanna eat.
Kinda.
Making me so hungry. But I don't want to cook because I got off shift and my feet hurt.
Tell me about it.
God, me and Halo need to post those recipe pages here in the
Oh
Discord.
yeah, we sure just need to do this illegally, Popo. We need to rip pages out of the
Whee!
book and put them onto. No, I'm joking. Let's. They're already uploaded on fucking AnyFlip and all that shit. Anyways, I just wanted the official thing because I like D&D merch.
It feels different coming from the book. It
Yeah,
really
it,
does.
it has like, it makes me feel like Betty Crocker actually able to have the fucking book on my fucking mantle as I'm like.
Betty Crocker.
Not
Betty-
really, but you know what I mean. Like, able to
Whoa.
have
Okay.
the book and stuff on my thing as I'm placing it.
Just get rid of it. We don't need the ladder anymore.
You can't get rid of it.
Well, then put it somewhere away.
I did.
You put it next
got
to
it.
me.
I got it out of my way.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not teleporting.
Huh.
Let me see if I can set it down. Weird. I don't know. Fuck it, I'm putting it on a second. It's already kind of clean. But yeah, when it comes to stuff like that, also kind of makes me wonder. I'm like, also trying to think of another topic, but I'm also like,
I could complain about work.
I do miss our D&Ds.
Me too. I actually had a friend who was asking from work. It was like, do you guys have, or do you have anybody that's got D&D session going?
Oh damn,
Or like
you
is
actually have
gonna do
people
a
actually asking?
D&D? Yeah.
I have to bring that up out here because nobody fucking knows
Ugh.
anything in this fucking hick town.
Yeah, she straight up asked me if I had anybody that does D&D. It's like, we have a session, but we haven't been able to do it because of just how chaotic everybody's schedules have been.
My thing is,
It also
I'm
doesn't
willing
help
to
that
abandon.
CJ's. Here's the thing. It also
one
doesn't help
person.
that CJ's getting a fucking job soon too now, which I'm proud for him. But god
Yeah.
damn, lining up.
Wait, what was it? Who do we lose on what session? Like, it's Haru we lose when? If we do it one day, or we lose Star one day,
Here's
or
the
we
thing.
lose me
It
one
was a
day.
full rotation. It was either we had Haru, we had you, or we had Star because you and Star didn't line up. Star and Haru didn't line up. You and Star didn't line up. It was a whole thing. So it was a thing that we would always be in a thing of we could only take one person, but we lose two. So it was like a thing of it was never good, so I was like, fuck.
And I know now that my schedule's like, you know, nothing is ever consistent
You're
until
like,
like for a little bit. I was able to put in my availability and get that hopefully changed.
God, I wish I could fucking set mine up to get fucking Thursdays, but I'm already so fucking, like, deep in this shit that they know I don't have anything fucking going on. Cocksuckers.
Yeah.
But that's work for you.
And I quit
Also-
just tell them you have a side job, or that you work Thursdays cutting lawns.
God, you have no idea how much I want to fucking say it, but the fact that my boss fucking knows my parents and then it'd come up in fucking passing conversation, then when my parents bring up being lying fucking cunts. Actually, they wouldn't lie for me, they'd just be like, oh, what's he doing? You fucking, oh, he doesn't do that. I'd be like, you fucking cocksuckers.
Got you
Yeah,
got me
I'm in a
wrong on
fucking
3
rock
days.
at a fucking hard place, and no, she wouldn't even be okay with me taking it off either because of that. I couldn't lie to my parents about me not having a job because they think they'd want me to fucking pay more for this house. I'm good paying what I can. I don't need fucking shit going up just because they think that I have more money coming in. I'm not ready to hit that point where my parents can start mooching off me. Not that I say they would, it's just a thing of don't give them the chance so you don't
Yeah.
get fucked over to begin with. Like, the thing, it's basically that whole mantra I fucking have of don't put yourself in the situation in the first place so it never has to start in the to begin with. Like, I trust my parents, I give them the benefit of the doubt, I just don't want to be proven wrong, you know?
Yeah.
So, I'm in a good enough place where I don't have to give them that benefit of the doubt to begin with, and take that chance. taking a guy who just got out of rehab. It's been like fucking 3-4 years and he's been doing good. You're not gonna take
And then taking him to
the
a
fucking,
rave.
yeah, you're not gonna fucking take him to the fucking strip club where the drugs are at just because the fucking, you're not gonna take him to the strip club, the rave, any of those where the fucking drugs
You're
are
not
at.
gonna take him
because
to
of the
Burning
fucking-
Man.
Yeah, you're not gonna take him around the stuff because there's, like, even if you trust him, there's the chance. You're better off not giving him the chance, and he'd probably think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if he ends up back into it, you're gonna feel like a piece of shit because not only were you proven wrong, but you got them into that fucking thing where it's your fault now. It's technically your fault. Even though they can't control themselves, that's not what I'm saying, but you would have that second-hand thing of, that's your fucking fault because you brought them there, you know?
Yep.
And I hate how a lot of people in this day and age, like this also becomes a part of the thing of what we said about how people just treat people shittily. A lot of people can't go one person out. Like, I'm not saying go down the whole fucking chain of, oh, what's the butterfly effect of, oh, if you don't fucking hand this guy $2, that it's gonna fucking end up in him murdering his whole family, you know? That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying fucking think one person down the line.
But it has happened.
You're right, but I'm saying at least think one person down the line of, oh, if I help this one, if I do this one, like, small thing, it's not gonna fucking blow up and be the end of the world. Like I say, after the butterfly effects to fucking the second or third thing, it's out of your hands. Because it's no longer
Look,
you.
all I'm saying
That-
is it's like the one weird coincidence thing. Like,
yeah, there's always
all
one
because
weird
a
coincidence,
guy-
but if it happens twice, you know that it's a thing.
all because of like a turkey sandwich, World War One started. Like, genuinely.
Like, yeah, the
What the
butterfly
fuck?
effect. Like, that's going down the chain of it, but now imagine being the guy that made that turkey sandwich. You wouldn't say it's the guy that made the turkey sandwich's fault, right? For all of fucking World War II.
World War
No,
One.
that's fucking retarded. That is highly,
I didn't even
highly
know
stupid.
that was how that happened.
Like,
Okay,
that's
history
a,
lesson.
Okay, that's a
Tell
very
me.
Okay,
that's
hold
a
on,
very
I'll explain it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a very simplified way of it, but yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so you know the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand, right?
No.
Basically,
Okay, so there was an assassination attempt on Archduke Ferdinand, which failed at first.
Very
So
high up
essentially,
there
what
with,
happened
like,
is
Italy.
the guy who was going to do it threw a grenade. The grenade failed and went off. The driver of the carriage of Archduke Ferdinand drove off, got lost, happens upon the same guy who tried to assassinate him the first time, sitting there at a restaurant waiting for a sandwich he ordered. The joke is it's a turkey sandwich because nobody knows what exactly, but all because he ordered a sandwich. The World War One happened.
Huh.
It's kind of like the joke of, like,
Oh.
the Adam and Eve hits a plum instead of an apple, but, like, everybody uses an apple for symbolism, is, like, the joke. Because nobody would have known what the fuck that type of fruit is back then.
Because no, he genuinely ordered a sandwich, just no one knows what type of sandwich it was.
Yeah,
All because he was hungry. World War One started.
correct. Fully understandable,
God.
but no. But yeah, it's the whole thing of, like, butterfly effects. Like, once something goes past the person that I helped, it's out of my hands, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of in a similar way to, like, how shit kind of applies to, okay, this is gonna get a bit dark, gun laws. Unironically, like, if I'm the one that gave the fucking gun to my buddy, or, like, you know, like, I gave my gun to my buddy because he said he was gonna go out hunting and stuff, and he goes and shoots up the place, that's on me, you know?
Yeah.
Because I gave him the gun. Now it's a
Why
thing
do you
of
say
like,
that so
oh,
aggressively? I'm so sorry.
no, that's your that's the Texan coming out. I'm joking, but still, but what I mean is, now if it's a thing of, oh, I give my buddy my gun to go hunt, you know, he puts his gun away, and his little bastard of a kid steals that gun and goes and shoots up a school with it. I'm not at fault for giving him the gun, it falls onto the parent. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I gave
Yeah.
the gun to an individual of a reasonable thing of this would not be misused. Once it left my hands, it was no longer my responsibility what it fell to, you know what I mean?
I just thought of another dumb one.
But that
Or
also
just
applies
remembered
to, like,
another.
even outside of guns. I feel that that definitely heavily applies to a lot of other things. Once it's past the person that you hand it off to, it's no longer your responsibility, you know?
Yeah.
And I
fair.
quote, we would have never had in Hiroshima and Nagasaki if it wasn't for women's rights vote, the right to vote.
You're ironically not wrong, but that's actual just stats. That's like statistics. Also, feel free to correct Popo. I love seeing those. Like, if
Sorry.
anybody comes up with any form of fucking stuff, feel free.
I mean, it's just a weird, like, offset correlation thing.
Yeah.
And I quote, there were no major world wars until women got the right to vote.
Hey, Popo, here's a weird fucking thing. I heard this from my brother. Did you ever hear the thing that, like, you're familiar with the Odyssey, probably, duh, from me and fucking Atlantic not shutting up about Odysseus and all that shit recently.
Go on.
Okay, did you know that the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is technically the Odyssey?
Yes.
Really? Damn, I'm the only one in the dark.
It's not really, but it shares similarities.
It's like kind of like how the hero's journey is. It's basically the story of Odysseus, but given up, kind of like how Treasure Planet is Treasure Island, sort of thing. Almost a retelling, but put it in a different environment.
In a better environment,
I did
better
we-
animation.
We did like fucking Treasure Planet, but nothing's gonna beat that fucking meme of Dr. Was that Dr. Livesey? Yeah, that was Dr. Livesey for that fucking meme of doom 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 doom. The fucking walk meme of all three of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know the
that was
original.
meme.
I know the meme. I
Yeah,
don't know the original.
Yeah, that's a lot of people only know the meme. That was Russian, mind you. That was a Russian version of Treasure Island, which was the precursor to Treasure Planet.
Ah.
Yeah. I do like people fucking pulling up all these old things that we, like, either grew up with or it was, like, part of our generation. Yep, drop the control. And, like, just bringing it back.
Okay.
God, I already hate the live action Atlantis.
Live action what?
Yeah, they're talking about bringing out a live action Atlantis and has none of the cast of the actual people who would have
Well,
wanted
duh.
to see it recommended. Like, no, you don't understand. The internet unanimously came together and said these actors for this movie.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
no.
would pay to watch it. Meanwhile, Disney, we're gonna cast people who don't look anything like the original like the actual characters. And we're just
They're
gonna
probably
see where
gonna
it
end up
goes.
changing up the story anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna be like fucking Little Mermaid all over again. You
I
wanna know
didn't
what the
even
fun?
see that.
Did y'all see that meme that's been going around? This is fucked up, but have y'all seen that meme where it's like, oh, all these, oh, the Little Mermaid, black, Tinkerbell, black, and then they're like, Tarzan. Come on, Disney, what are you waiting for? Put the black guy amongst gorillas, I fucking dare you! And that was, I was laughing so fucking hard when I saw that in the fucking store that I was working. I was like, really? Really? That's great. It's not wrong, though. They'll fucking...
God, they're
really
ruining
have
my
the balls.
Star Wars. I don't want them
They already
anymore.
ruined Star Wars. Star Wars hasn't been a fucking thing for me since
Star Wars
fucking...
hasn't been Star Wars since Disney took over. if
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not mistaken.
basically, yeah. Like, I stopped at Clone Wars. I stopped with the Clone Wars. Hell, I even kinda like The Mandalorian, but not enough.
I love The Mandalorian. I love the Book of Boba. Okay,
Bobo.
right.
Boba drink.
Okay, I like those.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I like
Now I want
Andor.
Boba.
I actually like Andor.
I want my
I
green jellies.
like a lot of the projects. I even loved Ahsoka because it
Yeah,
expanded
Ahsoka's
it.
great. Because that's with... The only reason that those are good is because they have source material from the old, back whenever Star Wars was good to build off of. All this
Yeah,
new shit
and
is
the-
dog
but the-
shit. I hate it.
But
Hate
then
it
you
when-
have stuff like the Acolyte,
Rey being a
which
Mary
is
Sue.
destroy.
Ray being a Mary Sue killed it for me. Hell, they even
We
had,
got
here's the thing, Kylo
Mary-
Ren even had promise, but then he turned into a pussy.
Lucas, our good friend George Lucas says he doesn't count those anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm going off of him. The Rey story annexed. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It's not canon. George Lucas, in one of his interviews, says he doesn't like it. So I'm considering that no longer canon. Right? Okay.
If the original creator says no, then no means no.
And that's the man who decanonized a lot of the legacy, but that's no
But
here
here's the
nor
thing,
there.
I love the fucking, I loved the cartoons. Like, specifically, like, when they made, like, every episode of cartoon piece, the animations. Like, the
I want
Rabbit
them to
Girl
give
being
Dave
a Jedi
Filoni the
was
keys.
was my favorite. The Rabbit Girl being a Jedi was crazy. And I loved
Like
it.
here's what I'm saying. Just let Dave Filoni fucking cook.
Yeah.
Let him be in charge instead of whoever the fuck is making the Acolyte. Put him in charge of Star Wars. Make him in charge of Star Wars, and annex everything else.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm worried about the Lilo and Stitch remake.
I'm
Oh, it's already
not gonna
bad.
watch it. I'm already not gonna watch it. I like the anime,
There's not
though.
even. You know what's
The anime
crazy?
was
There's not a
great.
single Hawaiian
There-
on the cast.
There's a fucking anime.
No.
There's a fucking anime and it's great.
They had the
I know
opportunity
the
to
anime,
put
but
it.
really, they didn't do any Hawaiians. Not even The Rock.
Nope.
Really?
Nope. Not a single Hawaiian.
Not even Jason Momoa?
Nope.
Samoan?
No, there's no one of Japan or Islander descent.
I'd take any Islander. Yeah, fuck, dude. That's awful.
What the fuck?
This is
Yeah,
one of the few
definitely.
times that I'm actually wanting them to be the race that they were in the thing. Because
Look,
that's the whole build of the character. That's the whole reason that matters.
I think
I can
we
partially
actually just
understand why the Little Mermaid is black, right? Because in the region that the movie is supposed to take place, she's supposed to be a little darker.
yeah,
right?
but she's supposed to be a redheaded Icelandic white girl.
this takes place in the Dutch. This takes place in the Dutchan Sea.
Like Nord. Like white Nord.
Oh, okay, I was wrong then.
Like Poseidon white.
Yeah, it's
But,
it's a Dutch tale.
True.
But if you're gonna have it in a specific region, you want to do it live action.
Yeah, in that region.
You gotta
would
do
be,
it
like,
right.
your best bet, yeah.
That's why
I can't even
that's why I
believe that
don't
they
understand.
did the Mufasa movie. Like, what? The Lion King remake sucks.
I will say I like the Jungle Book one, though. Rare W. I like the Jungle Book one.
Well, the Jungle Book one
Then
was
again,
mostly
they-
animals and one Indian kid.
You're not wrong, but their only thing that they didn't have to fuck up on was, the CGI. However, that did not apply to The Lion King. That's where they fucked up. They made them too realistic, made them shit, made them look awful. Have you ever seen those edits where, like, the
Yeah.
people edited the CGI to look good? Like, actually
Yes.
has, like,
To
the
look more
the
cartoonish.
Yeah. I would have loved if they went kind of more of a
That
cartoon route,
would've
because we're
been
not seeing
great.
people anyways. You could have totally made it CGI cartoony. I would have loved that.
Yes. Like, it was realistic, but it was still, you can actually tell the expression of the characters. You could
Like
tell
how?
it was Simba.
Like, unironically, kind of a weird callback. They could have full on made it similar CGI to Disney's Dinosaur. Like,
Yeah.
unironically, with the way Aladar and all them fucking look, the fucking monkeys and loud.
Oh,
But yeah, the
alright.
way Aladar and all them look, the cartoony faces of the monkeys, all of them.
Yeah.
Like, you could have totally had something similar to that with the Lion King stuff.
Out of the chair.
Eh.
She's finding her way in the chair to play.
But see, here's my biggest complaint. so far with just how Disney's doing things.
Oh,
It's
shoot.
Dog shit.
the Acolyte's the biggest example of how that is going wrong. When
I
the
still can't
only
believe the guest
good
animators did better with Star Wars than Star Wars has in the past couple years. You know what I mean?
I don't think you
Because of the
understand.
animations.
When the only memorable thing of your entire show is the one singular fight where he does the forbidden move.
Shuts off the lightsaber and shoots back.
Yes,
I remember
that is
seeing
the
something about
only
that.
decent fight in the whole show.
That fully makes sense.
That is the only decent, like, anything in that entire show. And I'm kind of upset about them. You know the actor they had there?
Yeah.
The guy from hung the what is the games? Squid Games.
Squigger, yeah.
He spent 3 years learning English just so he could be in the movie,
Yeah.
and they ruined it. They ruined him. I love him. He's a great character,
Yeah.
right? I've watched Acolyte. I hate it to god awful. But he was a good character. It was a nice thing to see the High Republic.
I was just sitting on the bench.
But no offense, but when,
No, I
when
understand
you're
you doing stuff.
when you're
Oh, that's funny. God damn.
This one's actually taking us a minute.
It really
Is
is.
this
This
a-
one's way longer.
I like it.
This one's decent. That didn't take us. You know, this has had an entire fucking thing of conversation around it. God damn.
Yes.
So, Star, I can't really remember too much. How much were you actually into Star Wars?
Not too much. Like my aunts and
Like, what's the main thing you remember when you think of it?
Jar Jar Binks.
Oh,
And him
piece of
throwing
figure,
one
piece
of
shit.
those. And him throwing one of those, like, blue ball thingies, and then the droids, and that's it.
God.
Or the always a bigger fish scene.
Oh, yeah, that one. I get you. Damn, so you had that. I understand.
That's what I grew up watching.
No, I fully get that. I had Clone
And
Wars.
James is all over the Clone Wars. But
Then again, that dude was watching Ninjago a couple years back.
he still kind of does.
Oh my god! Well,
I
it's,
watched
it's funny.
Ninjago. I don't want to hear it.
No, I
I
watched
watched-
it too. I watched it all up until fucking
It still
Zane
has
became
so
a
much
fucking.
new stuff continuing, you know?
You're
that,
right. You're right, but I don't like the new stuff.
Fair enough.
It reached
think
a
it's become one of
a
those-
point after the Great Devourer died. After I saw fucking the Anaconda dude become all white and pale because he got like acid and stuff, and Zane became a fucking full-fledged robot, that's kind of when I stopped.
Huh.
Yeah, whenever Zane became Chrome and had like amnesia, that's around the place that I stopped. That's a bit back, but it was a lot for the time. I just couldn't follow it anymore.
I myself know nothing about Ninjago. Other than the memes.
Yeah. I
But
like the
The
song.
newer memes are awful. Like, imagine having to yeah, that's not even from the original.
that's from the movie.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I forgot they had a live-action movie that was like the Lego movie. I still kind of want to see that because that one is like its own thing compared to the show. It's a split.
That
Yeah,
movie
Element
follows the
power
basic
is
story of the first one.
green.
kinda. It retold the first, like, thing of a season, but Lloyd was a teenager with the rest of them instead of a little kid.
It follows the story of his Ultimate Spinjus Jumatsu arc.
Yeah. I just want Bionicles back. I can't wait for that game to come out. I really hope they got rid of that one shit dev though. Somebody was, basically they had a sweet baby person on fucking the Bionicles thing. It was only one dev though, so I'm very sure we can get past that. But you know, it was annoying. I'm like, how the fuck are you gonna have diversity hires in Bionicles? How are you gonna diversify my fucking robots? They're already different colors.
It's already a game about segregation and stuff.
No, it's not even a thing about segregation. It's about unity specifically. Coming together, you know, not fucking looking at our separates, looking at our fucking how we can be together. And that's the message that I feel all of like Bionicle should always have. Unity, duty, and destiny. I hope Lennox doing good with his stream right now.
Yeah.
Unless he just like left and Michael fucked off in there.
Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I feel like he would have came in here.
I thought he would have, but no, I guess Michael was having a conversation with him about Elden Ring stuff. No, wait, no, Armor Core. Yeah, Armor Core.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, me neither.
Lennon can't move on his own. He's on his PlayStation.
That makes sense.
I myself like to watch Lego the Monkey Kid.
Yeah, I remembered that specific thing for you.
They're coming out with new seasons too,
I will
but
say, I never
sadly
got
the
into
animation
Chima.
has dropped in quality because they changed animation studios.
You know, that reminds me. Fucking, what's some of the worst ones that you'll remember TV shows that changed because of fucking stuff like that? I remember there was this one TV show called The Replacements. Both of them were Disney shows specifically. The Replacements and American Dragon Jake Long. Where they had a very drastic artistic change that made them look like shit. Like, in the later seasons.
Laboratory and Johnny Test.
Dexter's Laboratory. Oh.
Dexter never had one, at least not to my knowledge.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
It did. Because the background ended up becoming super simplistic. And
Oh, I thought it was always kind of super simplistic for the Hanna-Barbera stuff.
No, it used to actually be a little detailed-ish. But then it got, whenever the change happened, it got so simplified to where, like, if you were to go outside, you don't see any other houses or any buildings or background.
Oh,
it's
where
just
it was
color.
like blocks. Yeah, blur.
Yeah, it's just. And
oh, okay, I get what you mean. I didn't think it was that bad. Then again, I guess I was kind of watching it through rose-colored eyes of it always kind of looked like that for me.
as a kid, yeah, you don't
I
pay attention to
suppose,
that
yeah,
until
you
you
never really
notice
pay
it
attention to that.
later when you
But
look back
that's
on it.
like what I mean is like specifically, I understand backgrounds, but I mean like almost hardcore shift.
Oh, Johnny Test.
Yeah, Johnny Test definitely did, but I don't count that because it's a reboot. I don't count whatever this new Johnny Test is. No. It already had one too many whip
Johnny
tracks
Test
for me.
had a reboot?
Yeah, it had a reboot. They genuinely brought back fucking Johnny and Dookie and all that. It was.
There's
the
a
thing,
couple of Cartoon
Johnny Test
Network
was also a good show,
shows.
but it was also the same thing that I had with Big Bang Theory of, after a while it became like potato chips of, it's not filling, it's fun to watch, but you're not getting anything out of it. Not like how you do with like Gumball, for example. Or
Like Dexter's
Yeah.
or hell,
Laboratory.
regular show, for example. There was always like substance to it. While Johnny Test was very
like
much...
Dexter.
Johnny
It was
Test
like-
was like short form content, like on YouTube and shit. It was like that, of loud, noisy, colorful, got your
Fart jokes.
kid, very, like, plop your kid in front of it and not have to fuck with them for, like, you know what I mean? Like, bad parenting television. That's what I like to label that as. That's the same reason iPad kids are the way they are. Bad parenting television. Plop the kid in front of it, you don't have to deal with them for a bit.
Yeah, bad parenting went from fucking boys will be boys to just give them the fucking tablet.
Because they don't want to deal with the fucking screens. Now you hear fucking. I can't stand seeing tablet. I'm like, oh, I don't
Dude,
have kids.
okay,
I know,
I
but it's
have
a
a
whole fucking
complaint
thing of like.
about kids today. Since back to school shopping has pretty much like
Oh, you're in full
at its
swing too.
end.
Yeah, you and me are in that
No, it's
same
pretty much
fucking
at
thing
its
with-
end over here.
Same.
But I did get hired right at the beginning of it. What the fuck is with the like enormous amount of headphone sales going straight for back to school?
Oh,
Why do
everyone's-
kids need headphones for school?
I wanted to throw a jab at us. I wanted to say, oh, that's because everybody's autistic, can't have fucking stuff on, need stuff on their ears because they don't want to pay attention to anything. But no, legitimately,
actually
that's kind of weirdly it.
One teacher told me it was because
Online learning.
kids are being assigned a tablet for the school
Oh,
year.
it's because they're not gonna learn otherwise, so they get assigned a tablet. Oh,
And
no.
right. And another teacher's completely separate teacher said that it was because for say the special ed kids that would have things read aloud to them.
Yeah.
The computers do it now instead of having another teacher. So that's losing another job. Sorry to all the special ed teachers out there.
It's completely understandable, though. All these teachers are like leaving, working as teachers, just because of these kids are so fucking far behind. It's an actual
Well, not
problem.
just that, but like the school district's actually not
Funding
doing
nothing
their part.
Yeah, no.
They don't care. They just want the big person up the top wants
Did you
the
see
money.
the way that teachers have to teach now? They have
No.
to put, you know those YouTube videos? You know those fucking YouTube videos of where they're split? And you have the shitty fucking
No.
little iPhone game? Yeah, they have to do fucking Subway Surfer beside the fucking math equations and shit to keep the kids to fucking paying attention. I'm very sure that's very learning. That's like a joke. But I have seen
our
it actually
society
have
is
to be a
going
thing.
to
We are
die.
collapsing.
The country is going to fall.
Our kids
Oh
are so far
no.
behind. Seventh graders are reading at a 4th grade level. I was reading at a college level. I think that was because I was autistic, but come on!
I struggled with reading because of dyslexia.
Hell, I might not even actually be
but-
autistic. Never actually fucking assigned, but I have my doubts. It's ADHD plus other bullshit that I feel is wrong with me. I definitely have something up there.
I mean, everybody's a little autistic.
Then again, this was like early 2000s ADHD, so it's like probably autism in there too.
Yeah.
But,
They just didn't diagnose me because they could only assign me one methamphetamine at a time. I fucking hated how those pills made me like a zombie.
Oh,
But-
I had taken pills that would actually make me sick, and I refused to take
Yeah,
them.
they
after
made
I-
me sick too, but it was like a thing of like able to handle it.
I
sick.
literally
I was
fought
like a
to
zombie.
refusing to take the pill because it's just like, no, it makes me feel horrible.
My ADHD
Like,
was
you
so
gotta
bad
take
that
it, it'll
the
make you
fucking-
better. No!
My ADHD was so bad that, like, you know, the fucking jitteriness of being ADHD. Imagine from going from like all the way up there to suddenly so numb that everything is bad. Like, it wasn't a thing of, oh, I'm equalized, it's evening, it's out. No, it's a thing of, it knocked me down of power down.
Yeah.
I was a zombie.
yeah, because they didn't work.
I was a zombie running at 10% battery the entire
Yeah.
school year.
I'll say this.
I wasn't
Yeah,
even
as
doing
I
better in
took-
class. I was just
As I took
gone.
ADHD pills, I took whatever the fuck it was called.
The amphetamine, the blue and white pills.
Oh, I had the blue
Yeah.
pill.
I had the blue and white one.
I had the little clear ones, the whatever Adderall bullshit it was.
It was basically like Adderall. I have no idea what the fuck it was. Nobody ever told me what medication it was even I
But-
was on.
But let me tell you,
God damn. This fountain's looking
Super
nice.
excited to tell us about that.
a lot of people I know who had ADHD, who took those pills, now have clinical depression.
Yeah. yeah.
I did a quarter because yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, no, Turns out those pills
Fuck with your fucking
are
senses.
depressants.
Yeah. You can't feel overly joyous and happy
When
if you're down.
when you're when you're given turns out when you're given depressions at a young age,
I'm just thinking, I probably wasn't
it
even that bad of
causes
an ADHD kid. I was just
chemical imbalance,
yeah.
thus causing you to have chemical-induced
I was
depression.
just overly fixated on stuff. I like my Transformers, my dinosaurs, stuff like that. God damn you.
Hyperfixations are actually a sign of autism. Did you know that?
No shit,
That's
that's
one of
kind of
the
why I'm saying it's a thing, but it's also like normal kids have just hyperfixations. Normal kids, they
Well,
Not to
with
the level of
ADHD,
doing every single thing like I do.
obviously not, but normal kids get way too into TMNT. Normal kids get way too into dinosaurs. Normal kids get way too into stuff, and that's normal. And they're like supposed to pull out of it. That's kind of like the normal thing of kids get way too into it and then they drop it. That's being
I got way into World War II and war.
And you're still obsessed with it. That's how we
Yeah.
know you're autistic.
me still being a dino.
No,
kid.
that's just what my ADHD. I always, God, you know,
We came
they-
to an
when they-
assumption that you have something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know it's probably the ADHD,
That
but it's
one-
like I have ADHD too, but there's something else there. It's undiagnosed. but there's
you know that
something
one
there.
thing set of images I had sent you, Halo. It's just like catching up. Oh, he's sitting there playing with Legos. The
You were making a
transfers
story,
over.
yeah.
The lore,
The story.
the
was
lore,
the- I was
watching
the
his
type-
friends fucking
Here's the thing.
die.
I was the type of kid this probably because I had no friends, but I was the type of guy that would like take either plushies, figures, anything I had, and like set them up of like there's stories with them. And basically, I did the equivalent of like how I do with God games now. Of I played God with them. Of like, oh, these characters that go with this, these go with that. These have their own little fucking story behind them.
Well, the thing of ADHD is it's not that we have an attention deficit. We tend to just focus on what's more
What sparks us.
drawing to us.
I
Yeah.
think that's why it's now called ADD.
Well, that there's two star. ADD is slightly different.
Is it?
There's attention deficit disorder and
Hyper attention deficit disorder.
attention deficit hyper disorder? No. I'll have to look it up, but it's like
Attention hyperactive.
the fact that there's hyperactive deficit disorder or fuck it, whatever. There's something in there for the ADHD, but ADHD has existed.
Okay.
as
I
long as
remember it
ADD
had
has.
hyper in there.
Here's the difference.
Hyper in there.
Difference.
I believe it's
ADD,
I
you're-
believe it's
you
hyper
can't
disorder
focus on
because I was
anything.
the kid that could never stand still. Hyper disorder. Attention deficit hyper disorder? It's gotta be hyper disorder.
And hyperactive disorder. It's attention deficit hyperactive disorder.
Yeah. Because we were the kids that would never sit still. Always
I
had
still-
You
Don't
you're
sit
the
still.
you're the kid who doesn't sit still.
leg jitters.
But
something.
the problem is you would
And
do one
he's
thing and
lost
then the
sleep.
next
Yeah,
10
yeah.
seconds later
he's
you're on the other thing and then you're back to that side.
You keep losing signal, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, I'm trying not to.
Just
You know,
give
I
it
have a
sec.
job.
Just give it a sec, we know. But, yeah,
But
fucking-
essentially, ADHD is you focus on one thing for 10 seconds, then you move on to the next. And then you're back at that thing, and you move on to the next.
And it's
You have to have
lovely how
breaks.
it works hand in hand with autism because that definitely happens a lot.
It's very similar, yes. The
Yeah.
Well, no, they actually
you-
are like
With
they literally are like they can be together.
yeah,
could
the
have both.
hyperfixations. Literally, that's what I'm saying.
With
There's
hyper-
a high chance
with
of having both.
ADHD, you have to jump
I'm pretty
between
sure I have
different
both.
things.
I'm thinking I have both because I have the fucking I have all the stuff of autism, but I do understand where the fucking reading came from of the ADHD. I'm still
The
unmedicated, mind you. I've literally ever since
But
I was a little kid and I
with-
fucking got off those meds, I said fuck it and never went back on because I never wanted
With
to.
with ADHD,
I'd
you,
rather feel too
your
much than
brain's
nothing.
essentially, ironically, your brain's a land minefield. It's a minefield.
Yeah. Whatever trips
You
us
you
up
Leave it.
sit
slowly. Ooh, pretty red ball.
Exactly. Like
Oops, candy.
if you have ADHD and you see a panel full of buttons, you're just getting straight heaven.
Like just now, I just ran over to look at this bike. I didn't realize because it was out of the corner of my eye.
But now here's where thing is different from ADD. ADD doesn't have the thing where you jump between stuff.
Attention deficit just means you can't stick onto one thing for too long. You literally just lose it.
You kind of dissociate a lot easier. You just go, eh.
Attention hyperactive disorder means that we rapidly jump from one thing to another. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's that?
It's the difference between jazz and freeform jazz. One's a collective mess of sociostatic noise, and the other
It's
one
the difference between
is
metal
calm
and
and
screamo.
weird.
Screamo is
Yes.
the ADHD. What the fuck is going on? Literally.
I hate that meme.
The fucking blind kid playing football.
Yes.
Yeah. God, I remember Markiplier breaking down to that shit. What the
Oh.
fuck is going on?
You know, he tried.
He tried to hold
He
back.
tackled his own teammate, but he tried.
That poor
Good.
kid.
Hey,
He
he's a
broke
winner.
Nelson's arm.
Hey,
It was
he's a
his own
winner in my
teammate, but he
book.
tried.
God.
He doesn't
That's
play football anymore.
hilarious.
How come? Concussions. What, did he
Running
get
into
tackled too
something.
much? No.
When you
Kept
don't
running
see
into
it
fucking
coming,
walls.
You go full force.
He kept running into the pole and whenever he was going for the touchdown.
He kept running into the field. He kept running into
I'm sorry.
the
Oh, I miss having this dark humor jokes.
No, it's fine.
field.
We're just dark
You
enough
did-
to where it's funny.
Yes.
Bigfoot strikes again. Huh, there's a pager about.
Speaking of Bigfoot, I got that Sasquatch too.
I need to fucking take a
You know what I'm
sip.
talking about?
My brain is like went fuzzy from doing this for a sec. I think that's the ADHD
Ye-
kicking in.
No, Power Wash is really good for your ADHD.
No, it's not because fucking I'm feeling fuzzy.
No. Here's why. If you feel like you're fuzzy, open your task thing. Or
Wait.
jump to a different spot.
Or go harass Popo.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Here, I'll fucking start fucking with some
Yeah, just
I
fuck with
guess I
something.
feel a little better.
That's why
yeah,
I've been doing it
because
in
I
a
was
circle,
doing
because
I was
each
doing the
section-
main big disc of the fountain, and it was fucking
Ah.
big
Those are
project.
multiple sections.
No, I know. I did it in multiple sections, but it's like the big project of the disc itself was like wearing me down. Working on the gnome.
Wait
makes
till you have to.
working on the
God,
gnome
you-
makes
you
me feel
guys-
okay.
There
You
you
guys
go.
have no idea how easy you have it now. The fountain's not even the worst one. Fountain's
Yeah, I
pretty
know.
tame. The
Wait
problem
until
is
we
you're just
reach
given a
the
shitty
fucking
gun.
Things. How long have I been recording for?
Long.
Oh boy, how long has it been? When the fuck?
I don't know.
It's a 2-hour. It's almost a 2-hour recording.
Hell yeah.
We will be finishing this up in the next thing. When this reaches the 2-hour marker, we'll see how fucking far we've gotten with this, and then we'll be continuing in the next video. God
It's
damn,
crazy.
I
You can
didn't realize-
technically label this as an IRL stream because of me.
Almost, yeah. I mean, we're up to date.
But yeah, no, ADHD and ADD are just two opposites of the same thing.
They have very similar functions, but if you have one, you definitely do not have the other.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, back to the topic of schools, because I wasn't done ranting
Back to
about
the
that.
topic.
I actually am fucking jealous of the kids that get to have the
You have no idea how easy.
special ed kids
Yeah.
specifically. Like, regular
I'm
kids
not.
getting assigned iPads and stuff?
Let me
No.
tell you, I
And then
would've
the
been
way
able
that
to
the rest of
graduate.
school's
Can I
being
wear a
taught?
ball on my foot?
No.
My
I
retarded
don't-
ass
I
would've
don't
been
like
able
how
to
it is right
graduate
now.
So much easier now. If I was a part
Right?
of this like crowd, but it's also a thing that I probably would have been like.
You
I probably would have been treated worse, to be honest. The fucking No Child Left Behind, fuck that. They leave those kids behind. Hell,
You know-
it seems
you know
like they
what's-
did that to an entire generation because now fucking 7th graders have the fucking reading capabilities of fucking 4th graders. They left an entire
Yeah.
generation behind. Everybody's behind now.
I
You know what's
actually
crazy?
People are gonna
enjoyed
have to stay in
whenever
the
it
school
was-
past the age of 18 now, from what it seems. Just for like
I-
this generation specific.
Yeah.
Of
It's
like 12th graders, fucking high schoolers, they're gonna be like 19, nearing 20, before they get out and are like.
it's
caught up.
genuinely concerning
It really
how
is.
horrible that and it's mostly on the parents. I put most of the blame on the parents.
But it's also
'cause-
COVID. A little bit of COVID.
A little bit of COVID, but like I say mostly parents because instead of actually, finding ways to make home life entertaining outside of an electrical device,
Yeah. They just pushed it
family
off
game
onto the
night with
kid.
board games or movie night or something,
again-
the old-fashioned stuff.
Then again, here's another thing: the economy. But, like, obviously it falls on the parents. But I have a little bit of sympathy for the parents because both parents have to work now. The economy is crashing so badly
Yeah.
that literally.
We
both
are
parents
actually
have
beyond
to
the
be
Great
gone.
Depression at this
Literally,
point.
yeah. Both parents have to be out working. And that leaves no time to spend with your kids, teach them stuff. I
Yeah.
can understand why it's a thing of you have no fucking energy when you get home. Just plop your kid in front of the iPad.
Remember?
It doesn't make it okay, but I understand.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Like,
Like
for example,
we're in a hellscape
the
right now.
Walmart scheduling system is so weird after COVID.
Mhm.
Like,
Because
used
no
to
longer
be-
overnight.
no, there is overnight crews. But what it is back in 2016 and 2017, the last time I worked for Walmart, the scheduling system for a part-timer was you worked 4 days on and you got 3 days off.
Yeah.
That was your part-time schedule. Well, now, like,
They only have
schedule-
They only have so much hours to go around now because after COVID and fucking off all the scheduling stuff.
and not just that, like, and I know for a fact that part of it is because my specific department is low on people, but I nearly worked full-time, and even if I end up doing full-time, fine, but I need to have the days off in a
Structure.
row
Yeah.
to properly recover.
You have what I have of if you only get 1 day off, you spend all that day off recovering. It's dog
Exactly,
shit.
and I
Yeah.
still have to take my cat to the vet tomorrow, so I'm not even going to get a proper recovery day. I'm not
Yeah,
going to be able to
exactly.
Thank
sleep
you
it
very
off.
much.
That's basically what I've been dealing with and why. Like, I would do D&Ds if I had more than
Had
1 day.
the energy.
Now it's a thing of, I have like 3 days off, like, this week, which is why I felt like recording and stuff, of like, hey, do something fun. That way whenever I fall asleep and wake up tomorrow, I'm like, you know what, I might run a D&D. I might do something for my fucking friends that have been without me for the better half of a month.
You know what?
Actually, it's been like 2 months.
I'd be down for D&D if I had the energy. I will try.
Like, here's the thing,
I
I might
will
not even,
try.
like, I'll try and fucking, I'll say fuck it and just do Fandelver. Hell, fucking Haru might even be able to show up randomly. But,
Would you
like,
be up for having a new player?
yeah, fuck yeah, fucking bring him in here. Like,
I don't know.
the only,
Her name?
the only downside star
What
is,
the hell?
the only downside star is that if they work with you, you might get an HR call because of us.
Ah. I
That's
should work
that is the only big warning of we do not have filters whenever, like, even on recording I can fully admit that we are way worse off of recording. We don't have a filter.
Yeah.
We also have the thing of we're not racist. We have friends of all colors of the fucking rainbow. We have friends of all these fucking.
That's crazy because the friends of the color of the rainbow are more racist than we are.
You're not wrong. Dude. The white people in this aren't even the racist ones.
Look, okay, I'm gonna admit something right now.
The
I
Hispanic
am
people are
starting
more
to become
racist.
a little bit racist with the with all the foreigners
And
that
I'm
look
saving this for
coming
the
off the
court.
ships.
I'm joking.
Yes.
No, but seriously,
Well,
I
no,
fully
I
understand.
will admit that because like they're just rude.
I'm
But they
racist
weren't
towards the
so
Palestinians.
rude.
but not for any specific purpose, but because
It's
of
just
what I
these
know what they're doing.
customers.
It's immigration. Specifically, I hate the immigration stuff right now of like specifically coming over to like countries and like this is probably gonna instantly put me on the adult thing, but luckily I don't have enough subscribers or anything for it to matter. The raping stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah, did you hear about all those fucking migrants
Oh.
coming over and having like a really bad of they have to be shown a PowerPoint presentation of a woman showing a little bit of skin and their shoulder does not mean you can rape them. That's how bad it is.
If
Thank
they're
Hey, you
God
wanna
we
know
like
what
don't
those are
live in
targeted?
France. Thank God
they
we
You
don't
wanna know
live
what those
in
are targeted
France.
to? You wanna know
If
what
they're
those
gonna be
targeted
like
to?
that, they can go
Palestinians
right back
moving
to their
into
original
France
country.
and Britain.
Yeah, it's targeted at the Palestinians.
Like, dude, Britain's having such a big thing, but like, here's the thing. There was like a big thing all over France right now of like, you can't talk about that because they literally have those anti-speech laws. Like, literally, fucking Britain.
What?
Yeah, Britain has anti-speech laws. Did you hear about I wanted to say Dr. Disrespect. No, not him. Count Dankula, the fucking Scottish YouTuber that taught his
No.
pug to Heil Hitler. You remember that little thing of like, where he's like, "Come on, boy, Heil Hitler," and the little pug's doing the raised paw because he taught him to do the paw thing.
Oh my
That
god.
dude got arrested for that.
What the
Because
fuck?
that's a thing of like speech. It's not like they don't have the speech laws that we do over here of like, that would be funny. Everybody would obviously see that that's a joke, and just because you're fucking butthurt, the all butthurt you want, you know what I mean? No.
Yeah.
Over there, they get you for that. And
Oh
you
wow.
wanna know what that applies to? Did you know that
Sure.
bringing up that there's a rape population in Britain for Palestinians? It is
Oh my God.
Gives you a
inciting.
$5,000
it is-
fine
No,
and
it
2
is
months
seen
jail
as
time.
inciting racial violence. This was all over Twitter for like a little bit there. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this place? You can't. It's like they have reached a point where
Oh.
the racial thing is like the talking point, but with it being the talking point, they're using racially motivated bullshit
follow
to
them.
silence people. Of like,
Wow.
oh, this is a racially motivated thing. I'm like, of course it's racially motivated. The fucking shit you're writing in the office is about race. I think you're allowed to talk about racially motivated stuff. When the stuff you're writing in the office is about race, you fucking cockwads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're literally using it to mark out their fucking people. It's dystopian over there. I'm like, I thank God every day that I live in America. It might not be the best, but it sure as hell ain't the fucking worst. Because at least I'm not getting
The
arrested
best
for saying
shithole
something
you can find
stupid.
in this side of the corner.
Exactly. I will always thank God that I was born in America because goddamn, we have the shit. We have the stuff that allows us to talk openly about. Like, sure, it seems inflammatory. I will fully admit it's inflammatory.
Oh,
Hell,
no.
YouTube doesn't even like
Halo.
me talking about stuff openly like this. But at least I have the God-given right too. You know?
Yeah.
Halo. You
At least
can't
we
talk about
can
it
talk
anymore on the
about
internet
it.
anymore. You can't openly post about it on Facebook
Haha,
or Twitter
jokes.
or stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you can't do it on Twitter.
You wanna know
Haha,
why?
Jokes on them. I don't have enough subscribers to care. I'm not getting paid for this. This
No,
is
you
just me
can do
having
it on
fun.
Twitter. You can say all this stuff on
Yeah, that's
Twitter.
because Elon
That's
fucking
not a problem.
uncensored it. Because fucking that's the one good thing fucking Elon brought to that shithole. Fucking allowed you to fucking speak openly. I feel no. Here's the thing.
Here's
I feel
here's the thing.
everybody
No,
should
no,
have a
no.
platform to say
Hold on.
whatever stupid
Here's-
shit they want and be
Here's the thing.
disproven at a moment's notice.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Did you know the UK has threatened to extradite U.S. citizens for talking about
For
this?
their views on Twitter. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
part of it. That was
What does
actually a
that
part of
mean?
it of what I'm extraditing. Send them
How do I think?
basically
Oh.
send
No, no.
them back on
U.S. citizens.
jail.
Not even British citizens. U.S. citizens.
Yeah, send them back on jail. Extradite is like the thing that happened with, or is
To
like trying to happen
extradite
with
is
the
essentially arrest somebody in that country and send them over.
send them back to their
Oh.
home country. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
So,
imagine
Do you wanna know
you're being-
something?
Imagine you're being a
because you're
shithead in
arrested.
Japan. You get arrested and they send you back, and you're never allowed to come back to Japan.
What should
No,
have
no.
happened to one of the Pauls?
Yes.
I don't
exactly.
remember which one.
Jake, yes.
Here's the thing.
100%.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Korea tried to do this. North Koreans tried to do this. There's actually what is known as the North Korean mob
Go on.
that exists that go into Little Korea, China, Little China's, Little Japan's, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Harass, attack, or kidnap. They will
Don't forget
kidnap them.
Meander.
They will claim to be Korean police with official Korean identity and say they're extraditing somebody. U.S. Supreme Court said, no, can't do that anymore.
Yeah, you can't send them back just because you don't agree with it. It has to specifically be a law, and that's why they're trying to implement the law stuff. Also, this
Escaped
might
North
100% be
Koreans.
bullshit. Once again, we're always open to this. If you have any, like, form or factor or, like, anything to prove us wrong, feel free to tell us in the comments. I am fully open to hearing, oh, that's how that is, instead of, like, how this is. This is just
Yeah,
from what a lot
we
of
like
us
to
have
be
heard.
educated properly on this channel.
This is mainly us just talking about what we have heard, kind of, like, don't take anything we say as fact, please, dear God. We're just a bunch of fucking retards. But
I mean, there
we're
is
a
some
bunch of
truth,
not
but-
retards. There's some truth to it, but it's like a thing of how much are we hiding behind the factor of,
Do we
just
actually know
looking
this?
to
Are
sound
we being
smart.
selective?
There's a decent amount in there of me just trying to look smart. I'll fully admit it. I like to
Just
look.
like the-
I like to look like I know what I'm talking about.
I mean, they do
Or
the
I
same
nod my head
tactics
and
that
agree.
you know the movie Godfather.
Oh yeah,
They were gonna call it Mafia.
is that like fucking the Yakuza games also being called like a dragon overseas?
Yeah, because it
Actually,
has
is it the other way?
implicatables.
Isn't it the other way around? Isn't it like a Hasn't it always been like a dragon in Japan, if I remember correctly?
Yes.
And it's Yakuza specifically in other regions because they didn't want
Correct.
to have the Yakuza specifically getting notarized and shit for a game.
Well, no, because in Japan, the Yakuza are still a thing.
Yeah, no, 100% they're still a thing, but it's like a thing of mentioning
There's-
them.
Yes, there are anti-Yakuza laws in Japan.
Isn't that like the
But-
fucking whole thing of like you need to hide tattoos and stuff? Usually they know if you're
How do I
American
put
and
it?
you have tattoos, you're not part of the fucking Yakuza. But
How do
still.
no, how do I put it? In Japan, for a while, they said, hey, instead of us policing all of these crimes, we'll let the Yakuza do it. Because we don't have to worry about we only have to worry about small end crimes in good places, because no one's going to challenge the Yakuza. Problem, the Yakuza started shooting each other.
It's basically got a cartel thing. They moved to guns, yeah. They really moved to guns.
Well, no, they've been in guns during all this stage of the Japanese belief. But essentially what happened was the Yakuza started shooting each other openly in the streets. And the Japanese police says, okay, innocent people are dying here. We're going to have to calm that down. And the Yakuza's like, fuck you. So the police decided to step up, get the military involved, and kind of slap the Yakuza.
Yeah.
And the Yakuza couldn't do
I
shit.
really wish they would do that to the cartels. I'm gonna be honest with you. Fuck the cartels.
Okay, you're gonna hate me when I say this. I think we should invade Mexico. At this point, we invade Mexico and just fucking burn it.
That is a. Go on. This is spicy.
No, here's why.
I like your thinking.
Mexico,
What is
no.
this?
Mexico is fully run by the cartels. There are 5 cartel families in Mexico who run everything. If you paid attention to anything of the government doesn't do shit.
Yeah, no.
When the cartels have tanks and the government doesn't, there's a problem.
You're not wrong. That's a big problem.
When the Mexican cartel can challenge the Mexican government with armored vehicles and equipment they bought from the Mexican government.
Imagine making Mexico a part of Texas.
Yes.
It's just big.
Again.
But-
But backwards.
Yeah.
Instead of Texas being part of Mexico. Mexico's gonna be Texas. Yeah.
But no, in order to end the whole
Like the cartel
crushing-
wars.
burn the drugs,
But
firebomb the
Burn the
fields.
people.
half
Bomb the people.
half of the shit isn't coming through.
Like
and all of a sudden,
I'm not
burn
saying
the
bomb
drugs.
bomb the fucking Mexican people. No, not at all. Bomb the cartel families.
No,
Get rid of
we.
them. Wipe them off the earth. I'm
Little
good.
known fact: when we went into Iraq and all that, we firebomb. The first thing we did was firebomb the poppy fields.
Oh yeah, they're like main line of. Oh yeah, the opioids.
Yeah, we hit the poppy fields and then we hit the oil fields, essentially. We cut off their money.
God, this went
The
down a
moment
really weird fucking thing.
Yeah, it did.
No, but no, it's an actually how you destabilize cartels.
What about the clan of banana
Nope.
shenanigans?
Stop. No, ma'am.
Oh, there's nothing we can do about that.
We can't do anything about the banana republics. We
The
can't do-
banana republics.
Oh,
What?
you're in for a treat, Star. The Banana Republics. Have you ever heard of Chiquita, the fucking company where we get all of our bananas from, and it's always the same company? Or Dole Foods, as it's called now. It's the
I
little,
did
it's the little
not.
sticker that you get on your fruit.
Okay.
Basically, what is it? Puerto Rico? Is it Puerto Rico that they run?
Essentially, any one of the Central Americas.
Basically, somewhere in Central America, it's ran by. It's not ran by a president, fucking stuff, al dente, whatever. It's ran by specifically a head
Banana
of corporation.
plantations.
The owner of the banana plantations, a big fucking CEO. It's not a president, not anything of that specifically. They own all the land, and all the land is basically handed out by the fucking plantation owners of like, hey, you want to work for us and make us more bananas, and you'll get to live here.
And here's
Wow.
the
Yeah, so
Here's
the
the thing,
entire that
they
entire
pay.
like, little patch of
It's
that
not like it's
country-
hostile either.
The only reason
like,
that
they'll
we're
pay
okay
you,
with
but the
them is
problem-
because they import our bananas. We haven't done
He-
anything about them because. Fuck it. Yeah,
It's
go
the
get
only
him,
place
Dwight.
in the world.
Woo!
The problem is the only place in the world that produces so much a large amount of bananas that it won't cause a banana shortage.
Exactly. So.
We cannot domestically grow bananas in the U.S. because of our climate.
Mm-hmm. However, with what you're saying, Popo, we could if we had Mexico.
Where the fuck did you just get food?
I usually say we cannot grow them domestically effectively.
I had a bag of chips.
I mean, it could be worse. Could be cocaine hippos.
Talking about bananas and suddenly your mouth was full. Like, what the fuck?
Pringles can.
Haha.
Star, have you ever heard of the cocaine hippos?
No.
I have not.
Isn't that the cartel-owned hippos?
Pablo Escobar's hippos.
Yeah. Yeah, that was them. Yeah, I remember.
Star, have you ever heard of South American hippos?
I have not.
Good, because they're not real.
Okay.
There's
So you
no
got
such
them
thing as a natural. There's no such thing as a natural South American hippo. In fact, in South America,
Somebody owned
hippos
them
are
at Rubik's
considered invasive.
Mm-hmm.
Pablo Escobar was thought to have owned at least, what, 15 hippos? Give or take?
I believe it was near 30. Half of them got
Yeah.
killed.
Well, no. The problem is a lot of them got released out into the wilds
Mm-hmm.
of South America. And there's such a problem right now that they quite literally threaten the entirety of...
The river
Well-
populations.
They threaten the rainforests of South America. They're like the biggest threat right now. Not even logging.
Why would they do
Because
that?
the hippos... Well, the hippo shit, Halo.
Fertilizer?
Correct, yes. There's no large river species in South America. So you know what that means?
But
when hippos shit, they fertilize the water, meaning algae grows, meaning it kills the fish.
Oh, a gigantic algae. Oh, I see what you're getting at.
What is?
I did not think about that. I thought it
And
was
then
like, gonna
the
be a thing of it
fish
going to the
die.
forest.
And then the fish dies, so the other wildlife can't really eat anything. And since I think, if I remember correctly, hippos are omnivorous, they will eat the algae.
They probably would.
We never cleaned the gnomes on the second to
Son
top.
of a bitch. Gotta use the thin one.
How are we supposed to get up top?
I climbed up there just by jumping on the gnomes.
Yeah.
Shit. I
Okay.
keep pressing. How do you know which one's missing? Like, not completed?
Hover over them.
Column flourishes?
Well, not just
Oh,
that, but I feel like, isn't there a.
Yeah, hit tab. We should see the orange, but it's... Fuck.
Here, hang on.
We're really not seeing this.
Alright, I found that gnome.
Flourishes.
Oh, it's this one right here.
Nice.
Yeah!
Okay, let's hit the escape button and watch this. And this will actually be a pretty good wrap-up. 2 hours and 16
Yeah.
minutes. Nice. Okay, let's zoom through this. Holy fuck. Me and Star just have to-
Wow.
Look at me down there
it
at the
looks
bottom.
very sequential. And then there's Popo sitting on the bench the entire time, rest.
Look, I was busy.
Well,
I did most of that bottom.
Yeah.
Look at me go.
Well, this has been fun.
Mhm.
It's been good talking with y'all. Hopefully, y'all watch the next video when we get into, what's next on the fucking thing?
We're gonna
Oh, we're
talk
going to a
ergonomics.
mini golf course next.
Yeah! I wanted to do that first.
But yes. Let's hope that there's another fun set of stories and not Beijing
Bullshit.
Topic
Mexico.
of discussion.
Anyways, this has been Black for Halo here. It's been nice seeing all of you again. Say bye, guys.
Down with the Mexican cartels.
I
Bye.
fully agree. Laters, y'alls.